Good evening everybody. I hope you're having a lovely Thursday so far. Wonderful to have you all here. Let me swap on over. Oh, I've got a bit of a sky column intersection going on here. Let me just come back over there, and then we have our nice scene. You didn't see that because I hadn't switched over scenes, but there we go. Hopefully that's all going to be good. There we are. Good evening one and all. I hope you're having a lovely Thursday so far. Who have we got in tonight? We have, let's just scroll up. We've got Mushies in here, and we have Edwards, Metcat, Apophis, Trivial Gnome, Sebon Clawfang. Love the name. Good afternoon from the US. Drizzling Roses here, and you've got a card of omens. Fantastic. Silent Mouse, good evening to you. Kojak, Ms. Direct, can you test something on the beta view? At what level can you learn Kata and Pandarian professions? Are they going to be able to learn it at level 10? I'll make a note of that, and we'll have a look at that one. Kata, Panda, Profs. What's that? Learn level. Excuse me. Level 10. Query. There we go. Got it written down. Jack, you're in here as well. Good night. Good night. Good evening to you. Metcat, the real Ginny, Belagar, Catherine, Wurr's here, and Darkwing with the ducks. Who's quacking? I love that one. You found you manifesting my auction house. And Trishan, good evening to you. Do you know the outcome? Curious because of the Sky Golem and Vile prices. Right, interesting. And Saxon Girl resubbing for 5 months. That's amazing. Thank you so much, Saxon Girl. Thank you for your support. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. Let me have a whole load of emotes for you. A celebration. Thank you so much. There we are. And Lizard, good evening to you. I hope you're doing well. Good night. Something like that. At level 10, but you need around level 25 to survive the zone, where you learn Pandaria engineering to craft yards. Right, okay. There we go. There's the answer, thank you. How is everyone tonight? How has your week been? I hope you've had lots of fun with gold making and following on the news. Official Brutosaur goes away with a pre-patch. Is that the official news now, Darkwing? We did have Ian say it originally. Did they release their post? Need to step up a bit. I know, and they seem to be really... they're doing raid testing already, which is quite interesting. So, are they going to start planning on having Shadowlands, at the early beginning of fall? I wonder. Been alright week so far. Haven't played much more, but still making alright amount of gold passively. That's a good position to be in, Edwards, definitely. Thank you, Silent Mouse. It doesn't change length much, but it does get grayer and grayer at the moment. When's pre-patch? That's the thing. There is a blue post. Okay, fantastic. You did a mythic raid yesterday. How was it, Mushy? Because someone named Metcat DB or something like that did undercut your transmog. Oh, right, okay. No point levelling your teams anymore for cooldown if prices are going to tank on Sky Golems. It could be, yeah. Check MMO Champion. First raid will be 2 weeks after release, but they have to test it now. That's the thing, isn't it? Testing it now. They're going to be doing one pretty much, I think, round about now, and then another one at 9 o'clock as well, I think. Hedgehog, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Means they're pretty happy with the balance. Well, I'm guessing so on that one, Edwards. Yeah, or they're gonna test it out. I would have joined in, but I would make a terrible healer. Maybe I'd go in as a hunter or something like that and try and help. You got a bow? Oh, fantastic! Congratulations. I'm scrolling down on chat and missing a load of stuff here. So if I do miss anything, I do apologise. I honestly think the longer they take, the better the quality. Yes, I would be inclined to agree on that. Certainly, I would prefer them to take your time. It's fine. We're here. We're happy. We're sitting here making gold. We're in no rush. Miss Antesio and Limecho, good evening to you both. And VLA Flip, thank you all for stopping by. And Sixie, good morning, Vietnam. You just installed Loot Appraiser, so not sure how to filter junk. Your skinning, so it has to be low quality items, but also getting trash like unused pots, like 15 gold each, So basically, in Loot Appraiser, is it LA? No, I can't remember how I get out Loot Appraiser. It's been so long. Which one is it? There it is. Loot Appraiser. Left click open the main window. Right click to open it. Or start session. Where's my window gone? Right click to open options. Under general price sources. I may have got an old version of Loot Appraiser here from looking at this, so I may not be able to help you on this one. Looted item, number of rows. Could be something here, I think, maybe. Why Hunter? Just because I'm used to it with Bridget doing DPS. There's not really many sort of because the other characters I've been playing are either sort of like solo tanks or priest healers. So I think a Hunter I'm at least a little bit more familiar with, I would say. Yeah, it is a great movie, definitely. You do not want as many brutals as there is of the transmog yak. Goodwill Hunting, that's another good one, definitely. I mean, obviously, go way back to the Mork and Mindy stuff, which was where it all started. That's the golden stuff there. I wonder what's happening here. But what you were looking for here was the quality filter, setting it to something like uncommon, and your gold alert threshold. Change that to something like 1,000 gold, and hopefully that should filter out a lot of things for you. Hopefully, I'm not sure why my actual Loot Appraiser window doesn't appear when I click on it. It could be that I've got an old version. Oh no, there it is. Maybe I just didn't click it. Although it's looking quite empty. There's definitely something looking different here, I would say. Something definitely looks a little bit broken. Yeah, I did try just /LA. That was my first attempt. But it doesn't seem to bring up anything. I wonder if there's an error there somewhere with a conflict of an add-on, or I haven't updated it. Yours is 1.9.8, and so mine was, if I go into here, yeah, 1.8.2. That would be, did you say 1.8? That would be the explanation. I haven't updated it in ages, so there's the problem. We'll need to fix that if I use it, but I don't tend to use Loot Appraiser. You lost a Alkanite Ripper in the black market auction house, Lemacher. Oh, sorry to hear that. Lost it, and as in you were outbid on it, I imagine. Mother Nature is interesting with your watching stream from the balcony. It's raining. Oh, interesting, Darkwing. But you're skinning leathers. The items are worth minus 10 gold each. Right, okay. That could be. I don't know. I don't know what other sort of settings you'd have to do. It's not something I use. If anyone does have any suggestions with Loot Appraiser, as I don't use it, please do shout out in chat. Everyone must farm, farm, farm in the sun. Today's blue post from Blizzard made your blood run hot. Got to hurry up and get the long boy. Yes, serious. It's all happening rather fast. Please, hopefully they'll take their time on getting Shadowlands looking right. I was on the beta earlier today, and it was really laggy, and I kept disconnecting all the time. Obviously, there's a fresh wave of invites, so lots of people are over and testing it out, and they've got the whole raid thing as well. It's more of a transmog thing. Yes, it is. And when people do like the Loot Appraiser challenges with Persephone and people like that, and Shark and used to do a lot, and Student Albatross does a lot of them as well. Feel free to link the blue post with them talking about all the things that are going away and things like that if you've got it. Set the filter to comment. Okay, thank you, Apophis. Did I see one? Did I miss one, or did I see one? No, I can't see one there. Just scrolling up. Hold on. There we are. There you go, MMO champion. Let's have a look. Time runs short. Let's accept all. Let's click. Whoops. Click on that. I need to close the ad down somehow. Does that? Just wait for this to come through on my website. There we go. Perky Bugs mount. There we go. Let's have a look. This is what we've got here. Let's get rid of that ad. There we go. And we can have a look. There we go. Is the sound shaky? Well, how do you mean, Hedgehog? Because I was fiddling around with a few different settings. Something like Bear Flank, used item nobody buys, being listed for 3,000 gold. Oh, right, so then that suddenly pops up, doesn't it? Yeah. So, when Samadan settles between the words, going away with Shadowlands. Read on for the full list. Going away with Shadowlands launch, going away with Shadowlands pre-patch. So, Uncorrupted Voidwing. Enter the raid and I'll offer. That could be interesting. Mind-blowing mount, extinction event, mighty caravan, Brutasaur, just like Brutasaurs. Corruption cleansed. So, where does it say actually pre-patch? I guess all of this is pre-patch from looking at this. Because where's the list there? It's not very below the picture. Yeah, it wasn't very clear, was it? Once the Shadowlands pre-patch goes live, there we go, I see it. Thank you. Yeah. Use the link I gave you. Hold on, Mushy. I missed that one. There we go. There's the other one. The actual link. There we go. And then we've got that's all of that. Heart of Azeroth, Essence Collection Guide. So where's the one with the Brutasaur? Oh, okay, we've got tabs. There we go. Going away with Shadowlands pre-patch. Ah, I see. So there's the split of the difference. Now it makes sense. There we go. Right, okay, that's confirmation. Double confirmation then. There we go. Poor old Brutasaur was going to be gone. Not the journalistic view of it. Yes, I want the actual text. It did seem to be the actual text, so at least it wasn't too different. I prefer not to have interpretations of what it might or might not be doing. But the actual what it is doing is always useful, certainly. Daniel Hedge, good evening to you. I'm having a lovely evening at the moment. Thank you very much. How about yourself? We've got Cookie stretched out on the bed behind me. They just confirmed what we already knew, but when will the pre-patch happen? Exactly. That's what we don't know yet. That's the main thing. Meteorite isn't getting yours this time. I've heard a good spot is Ironforge. You stick it in the tunnels there. It'll never get hit there. Although I was finding when we were in the Shadowlands Beta on Tuesday that the lack of auction house was quite tricky, because I did find a portal in the end, one to Stormwind. So if you didn't have access to your Brutasaur, you're going to have to go all the way out to Stormwind, then go to the auction house, and then come back in. You put yours in the bank in Telerin. That's good thinking. Right, let's go through here, and what have we got? My auctions, I've only got one on, so we need to go and post all of this lot on. Let me run through this whilst everyone's coming in, and we can chat. I'm going to get all this sorted. You're all good? Excellent. Good to know. What's my main stream of income at the moment? So mine is a mix of pretty much most professions at the moment. At the moment, I would say a mix of tailoring and enchanting and cooking is doing quite well, matched with a decent alchemy when I can get some reasonable sales on there with the Silas Brock. Blacksmithing is holding its own, especially with weapons. And then I get some occasional leatherworking sales, including Drums of Fury being a good seller on that. And then Inscription is quite competitive, but when I do occasionally get sales on that as well, but it's not as strong as the other professions at the moment, and I haven't got dual crafting or engineering yet. So those are my main ones. I would like to get dual crafting and engineering. I've got a character ready. We just need to level them up to 110. It's currently at 1. We just got 100 last time. Harry Gamer, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Deep Sea Bags for you. They seem to be selling quite well. Yeah, definitely Silent Mouse. Do you know you can't change quality on my stream anymore? You can only watch 1080 FPS. I think that sometimes happens, Daniel, when I start the stream. Because I'm still affiliate, I don't have a choice as to which encoding server or whatever it is they use, and so sometimes it goes onto an encoding server that doesn't allow you to downsample. Although saying that, mine should be at 1280. It's currently locked at 1920. Is it? How's the lag? Is my bandwidth okay on that? Because I can change that down to its regular one. The bitrate seems to be holding fine at 2900, so that seems okay at the moment. So we'll have to see. Oh, we had some bad news. Your server is getting leaked. I did see that. Jack. How do you feel about that? You can't change it, indeed. Okay. If that's a problem, what I'll do is I can stop the stream and restart it, and hopefully it will rejig it. If that's going to be an issue. Come back to the game recently and profs have changed so much. How do I level now? You have to do it in each expansion. Yes, you do, Skixie. You have to basically do each one separately, which is good for catching up, but it does mean you have to go through each of them separately, certainly. So what are the thoughts, everyone? Are you? Would you like me to change the stream down to 720, or is it okay here at 1080? You're so close to the brutal, must resist. Yes, definitely. Definitely. It's fine for you at the moment. It's good. Okay for you. Okay. Okay, so I'll keep it as it is for the moment, and then it's fine. I was just wondering. Yes, sometimes it's an encoding issue. Sometimes it's an issue with my bandwidth, but this one I think it's more to do with Twitch and not giving you the option. When sometimes it does give you the option, sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, you can't change it because of the one it's gone. Yeah. Yes, I don't know whether you have to restart your Twitch client or whether I have to do it. It might be my end, and I have to just basically hope for a lucky slot in the encoding. If you undercut me, I'll kick your butt. So it's 5. It's 5 being merged. I did see a post about them postponing the US merger because of some unexpected issue, so maybe it's going to take a little longer, perhaps. Who knows?
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
I'll just go through and post this lot up, and then we'll have a look what we can do this evening. Haven't checked for invasions, actually. When's the next invasion on? There we go. Frostweed bags going for 150 gold. Yeah, maybe for the US. When is the EU one scheduled for? Just post those ones through. Looked like we missed a few there. Is that still going? It's doing some retrying 22 auctions which failed. Wow, that was a lot of failures in that round. How are we doing for bag space? 65. That's why it's taking me a little while to go through these. Let me just take these one at a time. Then we'll go for them. Soon. Should be this week. We'll have to keep an eye on that as to when it happens. as someone on that auction house, I'd be very interested as to how it will affect you and your auctions.
Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Will current tomes be usable in Shadowlands? Herbs are so cheap right now. Well, there is a new tome in Shadowlands. So what historically has happened with tomes would be my first question. Deadly Navigation just sold for 712, and some biltong, no, baked potato, for 40 gold. Shadow Moon will get linked as well. Did you mean Shadow Song or Shadow Moon? Looks like we've got, the 8 auctions which failed there. Looks like I'm getting more issues with auctions failing tonight. That's a new one. Let's just keep going through, see if we still get this one. Just got a few more mails in here, so it's not going to take too long to get the rest of these out. What have we got? Enchant Shield Greater Parry. Don't tend to sell that very often. That's an interesting one. Right, almost done that, so we'll just do this last lot.
Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Accords, Green Shirt, Baked Voidafin, Mondazzi. God, that's cheap. 1 gold 50. Greater Parry is on the heirloom guide, that's why it sells. That would explain it. That would explain why I'm selling it as well. Because I went through that list and was like, okay, I'll make one of everything and see what I can sell. Not doing too bad actually, gold-wise, just under 249.
Oh crap, just subscribed. Thanks for all the useful videos and streams.
Was that loud enough, Jack? Did that voice sound all right? Oh crap! Thank you so much for your sub of 3 months in a row. That's so kind of you. Brian is still low, really. That was really loud in my ears. Still a bit low, but better. Okay, let's try upping the desktop audio, and then if the in-game audio on WoW is too loud, let me know. There we go. Crap, sorry. Thank you so much for your sub 3 months in a row. Thanks for all the useful videos and streams. You're more than welcome. I'm so glad you found them useful. I have a whole load of emotes for you. Thank you for your support. I really do appreciate it. Lower my volume and up yours. So if I turn that down, there we go. And Myth 62, thank you for the follow. And then I will just take this off, and that should be okay. You could hear it somewhere in the far distance. Right, okay. So I think it's down to desktop audio, which I've just now put down to... I mean, I could put my desktop audio all the way up to maximum. And then we've got... hopefully that won't be too loud. With the in-game, if the in-game stuff is too loud, let me just have a look. I'll just change that now, so it's not too loud.
Silent Mal 5 cheered. X10. Test pop 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 pop.
Thank you, Silent Mouse. Did that work? Was that better? That's better. Okay, fantastic. Thank you, Brian. Brian is in could be a tiny bit lower. Right, okay, a little notch lower. Let's just go down to minus 3.5 decibels. Something like that. We'll try that one. And also, Mr. Deadfellow, good evening to you, and Darkwing, yes, I'm Oreo. I do miss Oreo being on the floor with me, certainly. And welcome, Myth. Thank you for stopping by. I'm doing very well, thank you very much, Mr. Deadfellow. Having a lot of fun here. We're just opening up our auctions, and then we'll go on and do maybe some leveling. We could maybe go over to Shadowlands Beta if people are interested in that again. We can have we didn't really get our teeth sunk into professions. We only did sort of like event. It turned into more of a an exploration of the zones. Whereas I wanted to actually look at professions a little
Jack
bit more.
underscore the underscore dipper cheered. X10. Dip dip potato chip dip dip potato chip dip dip potato chip.
Fantastic. There we go. Thank you, Jack. Thank you for the cheer and thank you for the test. We did get beta. I have been looking at it. We looked at it on Tuesday. We had a look then at the professions, and then I had a look at it again this afternoon. I know a guy who would love me to check the ward garrison. That's going to be an interesting one. Why specifically the ward garrison? Mitty, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. We're a text-to-speech stream now. Well, I could always change the thresholds with the cheers and things if it gets. It's early stages yet. I'm trying out new things, so we'll work out the balance of how everything works over time. I'm open to suggestions or things you like or don't like. Please do let me know, and then we can adjust it from there. In the meantime, I'm just going to go and do the last of my... Oh, we sold an otherworldly bag there. Not for a huge amount. Lots of deep sea bags are selling though. Look at that, 237 for those. So we'll go through and we'll post this lot.
To be at least 2 centuries old.
There we go.
Jack underscore the underscore dipper cheered. X10. My sprinkler goes like this.
Okay, that might get a little bit annoying. I might have to change the...
It comes back like...
I was on Quinn's stream the other day, and I saw Quinn had Brian as well whilst doing a Minecraft stream, and I saw that got very broken. Deep sea bag 375. It's currently 375. It has been selling for less than that. My my average sale price, I've sold 126, and the lowest I've sold them for is 296. Medium price is 708. So the last one I sold was 6 days ago, according to that. But then you look at my mail, it doesn't take into account I've got some deep sea bags here at 445. And then we've got some down here at 237. So the prices do seem to fluctuate quite a lot with deep sea bags with me at the moment. Yeah, I think someone's reset the Hexweave bags on those. They weren't that high. Where are we at? Hexweave. Yeah, currently yes at 1,049. Deadly Navigation's selling quite well though. Just sold another one of those. You sell sprinklers. Seems you're slacking on the deep sea bags. I think so, Silent Mouse. We're certainly getting some good sales at the moment. Mikazo, good evening to you. I hope you're doing well. Lovely to have you here. Looks like your server is on a race to the bottom on prices. Some servers, mine included, do go like that with a lot of stuff. When there's been more competition and people are pushing the prices down, it's going to be interesting. I'm not sure. I'm a little wary with Shadowlands Professions at the moment. From what I've seen so far, I don't see any barriers to entry other than straight on leveling the professions. I don't really see any ranks. I don't see anything locked behind a reputation or anything like that. So I'm wondering, what are they going to do? Is that going to be how it is, or is this just something they've got on the beta at the moment, and they want people to be able to test out the professions? It could be a bad thing for gold making if it's easy to level the professions up and then get all the things. It sounds good in your opinion. I agree with you to some extent, Kojak, in terms of like it makes it accessible to people, but it also means that a lot of people will push the prices way down, and then it can be an issue. Yeah, we did see the ranks for the higher end stuff, for the for the whole sort of like stuff that goes in with the what's it called, the guy in Torghast that makes stuff. Also, the old materials will be more relevant as they will go up in price. That's true. There is that. So it keeps the market healthy, I think so. Runeforger, that's it. Thank you, Syncopatics. Having a brain freeze moment there. Coffee Cat TV, good evening to you. Sorry, I missed you coming in there. I was too busy trying to remember my words. Right, so let's have a look. We have posted everything on. Let's have a look in terms of what we need to restock on this character, because it sounds like we've got quite a lot of stuff going on at the moment. So deep sea bags, more of those. Otherworldly bag, that could be interesting. Dubious delight, a bit of food. What do we need to gather up? Let's select everything. Most of this is from the guild bank. Dream shards from the auction house. Wildflower from the vendor, and more aromatic fish oil. We'll make that. That's easy enough. So I'll go through here, take explorations, and buy that from the vendor. Then I'll check my bags. Actually, no, I'll do the auction house search first. Let's go this way and scan that. If you had one gold for every time I had a brain freeze, you already have your Lumboy. I'm not alone then. That's good to know. D-Rogue, just wanted to say thanks for making that video on making a gold making team. Currently making your alts based on recommendations of fresh. Oh, fantastic. I'm glad you found that useful. I really did enjoy making that video. I put a lot into sort of doing all the characters and things, but I also hope that it was actually useful as well. So I'm glad that was useful. Also, since people in Shadowlands will be levelling through different expansions, the price of old materials class could go up, or even make those goods relevant again. That's a good point, the Macho. We don't know what's going to happen with all the old professions and the goods and things like that as people start doing all their old content and things like that. It would be nice, definitely. Aromatic fish oil at 5 gold. That's actually quite cheap. My Met cost is telling me 6 gold 78. What's the price of the cheapest fish, would be my question there. Dream shards seem quite expensive at 45 gold. My Met cost is telling me... Oh, there we go, just sold us deep sea bag for 375. My Met cost is telling me 4 gold on that, because my average purchase price is 4 gold, so that's a big difference. I'll readjust that by buying some more, I think. Is that even using average buy, or is that something different? I don't have a smart average buy price for Dream Shard. So let's reset that. How many do I need? I only need 1. So what I'll do for this is I'm going to buy 10 at that price, just so that I've got some stock, so that my smart average buy price is correct. And I'm tempted to get that aromatic fish oil at that price, but I'll have a look at the price of the fish first. So we'll take that. Then our Dream Shard now has a smart average buy price of 45 gold, and then we'll go over and we'll have a look fishing wise. Let's close that. Look at fish, run a shopping scan on that. So the cheapest fish is Lane Snapper and Tiragard Perch. Oh no, it's Great Sea Catfish at 3 gold 96. So that's going to be your cheapest one for your aromatic fish oil. What I'll do is I'll buy those at 3.96. I might even buy those at 4 gold. I'll just buy a few of these, and at 4.74 we'll take some of those. Just take 3 of those, and we'll take those, the 4 of those. Just keep that a little bit for the moment, and then we can open those up. And we can make the aromatic fish oil. We need 6 for that, so we can go through here, go through my, where's my fishing? So 1, 2, 3 of those, 4 of those, And then great sea catfish, we've got lots of that. So we'll go, what's my smart average price? 642. Have I got enough there? I've got enough at the moment anyway, so we'll leave that at that. There we go. So how do I get... Oh, hold on, let me just scroll up. I missed a load. Hillian, good evening to you. Myth, I wonder what the gold sink mount will be in Shadowlands. I did see a very attractive frog that I wonder if that's going to be expensive, but I don't know whether it's going to be a real gold sink. And Quiverdorgas, thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you're doing well. How do you get an average buy price? So basically what I do is, well, you get the average buy price by doing a purchase of them, and then TSM will track what your average buy price. There's two, with TSM 4.10 there's two different average buys. There's the regular average buy, which is your average over everything, including if you bought them really, really early on in the expansion and they were really expensive. Whereas smart average buy, which was a toggle in the settings in 4.9, it's now as an explicit figure you have to put in. So if I go into my settings here, go have a look. So I don't have it in accounting anymore. That's not there anymore, which is where you would have it. But what you do have in my crafting, I've changed the default material cost method to include, this is the keyword here, smart average buy. This is for 4.10, this is not for 4.9. And then average buy is the other one, so they're two different figures. So that's how I do that. What's wrong with you, Prince Sam? This edition looks so clean, you love it. Are you talking TSM 4.10? Hello, October, and lovely to have you here. Thank you for stopping by. Sorry, I'm just scrolling up and seeing that. Yeah, it's a 4.10 thing, yeah, but there we go, thank you. Smart average buy. I'm selling stuff like crazy. I am at the moment, definitely. I'm happy with that, definitely. It could also be that there won't be a gold sink in Shadowlands. There may not be. Definitely. You do have a question on professions-based gold making. When Shadowlands launches, would it be more profitable to focus on gathering or go towards an alchemy herb route? A lot of people will be gathering, and prices will be high, but you'll be sort of competing with a lot of people, I think. So my thoughts would be to, like I said, maybe alchemy herb, like a combination of the two, would be quite useful. That way you can gather if you want to, but also you've got a profession that can craft from them, and then you'll be okay. There's something else I remembered from the Shadowlands Beta professions when I looked at them this afternoon. You know, when I looked at it originally, I was looking at the let's get my brain in order. When I was looking at the inscription doing milling, and there'll be a extraction process for alchemy, it looks like that's not for all the herbs, that most of the alchemy stuff it just uses the herbs directly like it does now, but there's only some of the things that you then need to then extract the herbs down. I'll have a look when maybe we'll go into Shadowlands a bit later, we can talk about it. Can you explain the smart average? What does it do exactly? So smart average, TSM will basically look at your average buy price, but only for the number of items you have in your bags and your bank. So it will add up the total of those, like say you've got 1,000 items there, it will only look at your historical average over the last 1,000 items. Now, it works normally fine, but the problem you have is that if you actually went and gathered your herbs, say it was herbs, you were looking at the average buy price, maybe you gathered most of your herbs, but you only bought a few of them, then when you do the original ones, then it will look back at your historical price further back than when you last bought them, if that makes any sense. And Skixie, thank you so much for the follow. There was other strange Windows noises going on in the background there. I'm not sure what those were, but I do apologise. There we go. No problem, Warrior. And Twakilol, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Also with crafting, smart average buy can create wrong values. In terms of how it's calculated, it's not an exact science. It basically looks at what's in your bags and bank and what your average buy price is there. So smart average solve all the problems you have. Buying bait, really low mat item. It just changed the average buy. Right, okay. The Arden Wheel Toad, that's it. Thank you, Silent Mouse. That's the one I was thinking of. It looked really nice. If you go onto Wowhead and look at the animation of this, it's got really nice animation, a little glowy thing that comes out of its mouth and flies around it and then it eats it again. It looks really nice. Things are selling but real slow and at lower prices as time goes by. Yeah, Firefly, that's the one. What server am I on? I am on Shadowsong on EU. Currently at the moment. Although I've also just started a journey on NA as well, which is on Lightbringer. I haven't fully started that yet. So I don't have a problem with smart average buy for my crafting, Jack. Doc Otter, good evening to you.
Doc Otter 06 just subscribed. Good afternoon/evening, Sam. Hope you are well.
I am very well, thank you very much, Doc Otter. Thank you for asking. Thank you so much for your 6-month support. That's very, very kind of you. There we go. Thank you so much. I'm going to move this over and then I'm going to make lots of bolts of Frostweave, 48 bolts of Frostweave. That's all my Frostweave bags that are selling. That could be trouble. We're trying it out, Doc Otter. I've got Brian on my side now, helping with the audio for the cheers as well. Jack and Silent Mouse have been testing out the cheers. It definitely works, but it is it's something I have to think about the thresholds and stuff. But I'm liking it so far. Hopefully everyone else likes it. I thought it would be a good way. The main thing really, my thinking behind it was so that I make sure I don't miss when people sub and they want to send a message through. Frostweave bags are your biggest seller, not that you're complaining about it. I mean, they don't take as long to make as Netherweave bags, which is good from that perspective, and the profit margins are higher, so every now and again I'm certainly happy to make some. Could be you bought 4 living steel for 350, you use them and your next average buy smart values could be 200. That's 200 will be calculated in that craft and not the 350. Yes, I can see how that would work, Jack. So in my case I would always try and keep at least some stock on me and not have and not use up my stock all the time. I could see how that would be a problem with the smart average buy. You would have said Silas with a fist raised in fury. I did have that actually. I did a recording for Derb. I don't know if I've actually got the movie of it. Hold on, let me just move this on over. I'm gonna have a quick look for it. Littleberg, thank you so much for the follow. I hope you're doing well. Lovely to have you here. Now, I may have this movie. I may not. Hold on. Script sounds. Was it a movie? I can't remember. I just got a dump of lots of stuff. And I may have the movie here. There we go. Here we go. Okay. I think this is my Khan impression. I think. Silas! That's the one. We could have that as a little emote or something. I did quite a few takes on that one. Silas! Maybe I'll just do. I'll cut it out and I'll have it as a little thing we can do with the points redeem or something like that. I'll have a look. That would be good fun. What am I also doing? Bolts of imbued frostweave. Let's make those whilst we're going. Hashtag derps and mod. Or I could do some Warcraft 3 voices. I'm good at those ones as well. Off I go then. More work. What is it? Those are the good ones. Back in the day. Job's done. He procced for 18 and the 11 the other day, which was very kind of him. They're very nice, Doc Otter. I like it when you get procs like that, especially on the Greater Flask. That's when you really like it. On Abyssal Healing Potions, not quite so much. Yeah, nostalgia trip. I bought Warcraft 3 Reforged and I never played it. So it's now basically a very expensive mount collection for World of Warcraft rather. Which one? Those are the bracers. Yeah, yours is sitting with dust as well, yeah. Which braces, MHA? Best proc you have from Silas is a 19. That's very good when you get those. I really like those. Right, Temporal Crystal. I'm sure I did that. Yes, I did. There we go. We can close that down. Now I've got everything. I can craft things I want to craft, which in this case is going to be a whole list of what we've got. Otherworldly bag, potentially a 600 gold profit. Deep sea bags, 200 profit each, 600 profit total. Frostweave bags are only a 72 gold profit, 291 total. We'll see how those go. Now total, everyone will buy that, yeah. How can I play on NA servers being in EU? Funny you should ask that, Frodo. I did a video just on that a little while ago, playing, see if I can find it, playing NA servers on EU. Let me see if I can find it. I haven't got a link to that one directly, unfortunately, so I'll just go to my channel. And I'll go to my videos. And then... So I'm doing multiple WoW accounts, EU and servers. So the way I set it up was this way. So I'll copy that link. And I'll pop that in the chat for you. Sponsored comment. Exactly, Edwards. Thank you very much. That's the one. That's the direct link to the video where I go through actually what I do to make both an NA... I'm on EU, and what I do to make an NA account and play them both together, because there's a little bit of setup that makes it work better with TSM. So hopefully that will work for you. Derp needs my voice recording for the Bits Cheers. He clipped when you made it a pull in Shadowlands Beta, but it would be really good with a proper voice recording. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, have him ask me what he wants me to say, and I can certainly do that. Series looks like it's going to be fun to watch. Look forward to the next episode. I like these starting from nothing type videos. Yes, me too. I mean, the next video is going to be, I'm going to talk about add-ons for Goldmaking, not specifically TSM, but all the other add-ons. And then I'll go into TSM as I've done with the installing of TSM. So I've got loads of different things planned going forward from now. So we've got the whole TSM 4.10 guide series coming. We've got the whole getting started in NA series going, and then we're going to have looks at Shadowlands, and then we're going to go profession deep dives, and then we're going to do a more in-depth look at various parts of TSM, sort of like a masterclass in various aspects. So there's a lot going on, certainly. Look at how much Samadan buys. What's that with? Buying the Tide Spray linen Is that what you're talking about, Doc Otter? I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah, the tide spray linen. If you were to look at my ledger, I'll make these things first. Hold on. No, I won't. I'll follow that one up. Tide spray linen, DSM, ledger, inventory, tide spray linen. So I currently have on me at the moment 8,000 in the guild vault, 2,700 in the other guild vault, 13,000 on me. I have purchased in total, it says 509,000 tide spray linen. That seems a little bit low to me, but that's going to be interesting. Actually, so hyped for the series, you love it. Oh, excellent, Makazu. Glad it's going to be useful. Is there any classes or reasons to put a profession on one toon to another, such as your main, etc.? Ones that rely on reputation are good on your main. So my first thought would be like a tailor, enchanter, or alchemy inscription. Although a lot of people, if for gameplay reasons, like to have engineers if you're into a lot of PvP and stuff like that. But from a gold making perspective, no. That's the yes, the relics of the past with sulfuran hammers. This one from Mr. GM. Yeah, he was talking about that. He was trying to get some other things made, because the problem is at the moment with Shadowlands Beta you can't do a character copy, so we can't really test these things out properly yet. But once you can do character copies, then people will be able to get their old professions back in. I've had a look at what I could do with tailoring at the moment, because last time I tried it I couldn't get cloth scavenger, and I need to get the tools of the trade to see if I can get more cloth to then be able to level up tailoring. Got Iceboxer on a laptop, which is fun. Still figuring out how to turn on interact with mouse over and orienting camera for like a baby stumbling around Azeroth. Yeah, that's a lot purchase, definitely. Right, let me just go make the last of these things whilst I'm here. Otherwise I'll forget. There we go. Everything from engineering you can trade, can't you? Not everything. A lot of the stuff engineers have to you have to be an engineer to use, but the engineering mounts, and there's one in particular, one for gnome engineers and one for goblin engineers. So there's an argument, as Jack always says, it was Jack's idea, this in fact, to have a gnome engineer and a goblin engineer on two different characters. Okay, Edwards, have a lovely rest of your evening. Hope to see you again soon. Thank you so much for stopping by. So how much of that tie spray did I buy now? Well, it was 509,000 I had total, and there's about sort of 26,000 I have on me at the moment, I think. A plethora, yeah. So you start Shadowlands with Hand of Rag and then change that in the first quest. I don't know about how it works with changing it in the first quest. I've not really looked into that and how it works. Sis, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Yes, that's the reason between having two engineers. About the same amount you're playing with it. Oh, is it really, Mushy? I thought you would have a lot more. Chavdar, good evening to you. What's up? How was it in Shadowlands? Shadowlands was absolutely beautiful, first and foremost, Chavdar. The zones look amazing, you know, art team carrying it especially. Professions look promising. There's a lot of different things for different characters. I think I might go pop in and have a look a little bit later in the stream once we've done all our gold making bits and pieces here. Good afternoon, good afternoon to you as well, Sheriff Dave. Lovely to have you here.
Anything ancient to trade needs to be at least 2 centuries.
Sorry, Linen Warmain, relevant coming Shadowlands. There won't be a scrapper anymore. There's no sign of a scrapper type thing at the moment. but tie spray linen will still be viable for those that are still making things for BFA, which is still an option. You know, deep sea bags will probably sell. That's probably a bad example because that uses deep sea satin. Things like doing the bracer shuffle and getting your enchants from BFA may still be a viable option for some people. So I would keep a stock of it, certainly. Be looking while you cooked in. Okay, Hekios, thank you so much. May I suggest a short video on structure? What I mean is thinking about sending everything to attune at Guildbank and only post with it. Or should I say every tune linked to a master Guildbank and put them to it. The posting tune is getting from it. What about someone who is in a guild group? Does this sound interesting in my mind? So that's what a lot of people tend to sometimes do, is send everything to a Guildbank character and use that Guildbank character, that bank alt, to do all the posting, which has its pros and its cons, especially because of the whole throttling state at the moment. So it's probably worth a discussion, certainly, Mikaso. I could think about how I could structure a video around it, definitely. Let me write that down. There we go, it's on the list. For scrapping, your engineer is the best. Actually, the only thing for which you're using him, I still haven't jumped on the Sky Golem bus. I think it would be worth considering, certainly.
If you find anything exotic, bring it.
The person you do buy them most of the time, unless they are really expensive. What was that for? What did I miss? Do I level my professions gathering the materials, or do I buy them? Oh yes, I buy them if I can, especially this time in the expansion, certainly. Thank you, Doc Otter. Yeah, it's still looking for one lying around. I would hope that basically more and more invites are going out, so hopefully more and more people will get one. Jason Rose, you got a 3,000 card. Fantastic. You thought about that option, all alts having crafting professions and sharing a guild, but ended up having a different guild bank on each alt. It's amazing how much space does get used up. I mean, I'm on to my third guild now with all my characters, and even now I can see myself filling up the space. Would I say enchanting is really good to have on a main? A lot of items you can disenchant for the bigger profit vendoring. Thinking of going enchanting and engineering on the main. Yes, for that, enchanting is good for that reason. In that, if that's the main character you play, then you will get soulbound items if you're doing any sort of any dungeons and mythic clusters and things like that. Then yes, you definitely would find an enchanter useful on your main. And also, a lot of enchanting things do require a reputation, so that's something to think about as well. All these guilds end up like a rat's nest. Yeah, that's where you need sushi sort, certainly. Bop. Yeah, I like that one. Go on, Jack, you can do it. Nobody speak. Oh, combo broken. I'm sure some talk of our state going back to... Some talk of your state going back to safer at home. Oh, right, okay. Hopefully you're all safe with you, Doc Otter. Am I planning on doing a guild video? Do you mean in terms of like setting one up? Oh, Cookie moved close to the camera. He's now cropped off. Do you mean in terms of like setting one up? Yes, I mean that could be an option. It is fairly easy to recruit yourself and your alts now, but I could certainly go through the process. I'm happy to take considerations for all sorts of videos. Guild video on the list. There we go. You got a tune ready if you need a new bank. Okay, well thank you, Silent Mouse. I don't need one myself yet. Just having a look here. We did see some cheap tie spray linen earlier, didn't we? I saw that posted in the Discord. Let me just have a quick look. How are we doing for prices here? Deep sea satin is certainly cheap. My smart average buy price is, well, it says $8.13, but we got that at a cheaper price from Silent Mouse. tie spray linen itself is sitting at 2 gold 29. Oh, Hickons, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Yes, check out Hickons. Hickons has been doing some wonderful streams. I haven't managed to catch one of yours yet, Hickons. I'm really looking forward to doing that. I would love to see your take on gold making, especially from your videos. How is things going with you, Hickons? I haven't seen you on Pokemon in a long while. Do you still play?
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
It got reset. Yeah, it looks like it did, didn't it? Right, we'll move on to another character. We've got Awakening to deal with, and it's Thursday night, so potions should be selling. So let's jump in. We do have 5 minutes left on a Silas proc as well. So we'll jump in here quickly. If I miss anything on chat whilst I'm focusing on this, I do apologise. I'll try and go and have a look. The one and only billionaire Hicons, exactly. Your reputation precedes you, Hicons. Right, okay, what have we got? 4 minutes left. Let's jump in here, take the expires. Not played Pokemon Go in like a month. Actually, logging on to add Soul so Breezy since he and his wife needed friends for the quest. Alright, fantastic. Alright, we've got lots of stuff here. Xenanthid as well is there. And then I'll leave the Xenanthid there for the moment, because what I will do... Actually, no, let's take it there whilst I've got it, because I'll probably need it. Let's post this lot on. Auctioning, run a post scan. Doesn't look like I've got a huge amount of sales, so I may not need to restock at this point from when I last posted on. We'll get these on at least, so then we have ourselves current. There's a lot of stuff that's below minimum price, so I'm not competitive on my auctioning at the moment. So let me just check. Load of stuff there, and then we will check our alchemy groups, restock. Yeah, there's nothing there, so we'll be fine on that respect. I won't bother with that. What I will do though is just do a alchemy transmute, and then we will just check to see if we get a new Silas proc. No, it's transportation, so I'll quickly log off just in case I need to use that one, and we'll use that maybe a little bit later. There we go. Right, cool. Let me just jump into Samadan and then we'll have a look. What add-ons do I recommend besides TSM? Do you mean for specifically gold making Fader? Sorry. Because I would say things like Worth It and Loot Appraiser are good for farming. Gathermate, Root, Gathermate 2, Gathermate 2 Data and Roots is good for farming herbs and ore. And then things like Buy 'em All and Sushi Sort and Addy Bags are really good utility add-ons. Because I didn't play the Silas clip. That's probably very true actually, isn't it? Chop's got his Bruto a couple of weeks back, really close now. Oh, fantastic. Proudmore Admiralty contract, what's that for? Let me just check. Could I do a quick run through of my TSM posting options? It depends on what I use, really. For a lot of my crafted gear, I use a very simple operation. It's usually based off of my average buy, so I've got crafting standard here, and so my posting operation here is usually something very simple, like so for my minimum price it's here. I'll just copy and paste that into chat. So I basically, what I'm looking at there, my minimum price is the maximum either of 110% crafting or 40% DB market or 40% DB region market average. So I'm looking at my own server's average, the average for the region, and I'm looking at my crafting costs. So I'm using the maximum here for the minimum price because I don't ever want to go below my 110% crafting. So that 110% is taking the crafting cost plus adding a little bit extra on for the auction house. And then for the maximum price and the normal price, I just change the percentages. So for like normal price, it's the maximum between either 150% crafting, 100% DB market, or 100% DB region market average, whichever is higher out of those. You could use averages in this case as well, it doesn't really matter. So long as you just don't do that for your minimum crafting, because you need to make sure that is your minimum. Hit you up, you'll sell them cheap in the auction house. There we go. There's an auction house cut. If ever we know. What else did I miss? There we go. Bank stack is handy as well if you like proper sorting in a bag add-on. Yet arc inventory and addy bags. Those are good suggestions as well. Thank you, Darkwing. I'll look into those actually. Bank stack and arc inventory. There we go. And Maceo, wow, 20 months using your Prime. That is amazing. Thank you so much, Maceo. That's so kind of you. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much indeed. Let me see a whole load of emotes for you. How have you been, Maceo? Good to have you here. Thank you so much. I think you have for at least 3 tokens tie spray linen at the moment. Wow, that's a decent amount. Just go through that. Did I post everything on? No, I need to do that. There we go. Talking about feedback and suggestions for the weekly Wellhead Economy blog spot, I'd love to see some more analytic discussion about how the global market moves depending on game changes and events going on from week to week, and maybe some sort of economic forecast. That'd certainly be very useful to someone like me who is fairly new to WoW Economy, but still maybe there isn't enough movement to discuss. No problem, Gibson. That's a really good idea. I'd like to do something like that. I guess the problem I have slightly is my perspective is only on my server, and so my prices, people may say, oh well, your prices are different on your server compared to another one, but that is a good idea as to looking at the overall things. I'll keep that as my notes.
5 cheered. X10. Sam, can you please show the Silas clip again?
Because you asked, you got Brian to ask, I certainly can. WoW Economy, markets. There we go. Right, that's posted on.
If you find anything
There we go.
exotic, bring it to me.
That could be an audio buy for Silas. We could probably do something.
Jack _ the _ dipper cheered. X10. No silent.
Well, as Silent Mouse did ask, let me see if I can find it again. Here we go. Just for you. Silas! There we go. What do I do for transmog? I don't tend to do it, to be honest. I will occasionally try and sell something if I happen to have picked it up on my journey, but I don't tend to use it.
The Shah of Dave cheered. X10. Mind if I make that my ringtone?
Of course you can, Shah of Dave, if you'd like. It might get a little bit sort of irritating after a while, but you're more than welcome to use it if you want to.
To trade needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Hashtag transmog doesn't sell. Well, it does sell if you've got enough stock of it and you have enough of it going at, and he doesn't collect it either. That's very true, Mushy. I think I'm a little bit scared with the whole all the things thing, because I could see myself just falling into that pit of just trying to collect everything. So what you now use for restock, you use a roundup. What's roundup do? That happened to you. You had to delete all the things. Roundup, average between 35% DB regions sold per day, sale rate. The 35% is because you're on a medium pop, only works at TSM 4.0. Ah, right, okay. Don't fully understand that. What does roundup do? It rounds the number up. Okay, so it just literally is just a... You also have round down as well, yeah. You're scared of all the things as well. What's queuing at is the... Oh no, is that me? I'm at the 83,000 spot in the world. Right. What was I missing there? Let me just scroll up. I missed a little bit there. That was for that one. You've been researching that, but like I said, each realm has its own microeconomy, but thinking some sort of regression analysis to predict trends. That sounds really interesting, Kami-sama. Let me know if you want to talk anything through on that one. What about all the things? It's a big hole of things that you could quite easily fall into doing for a lot of your time. Whilst I'm here, I just need to restock on... Well, that's interesting. That's because I haven't done anything here. Let me do that. So War Scrolls, Battle Shouts, Tome of the Quiet Mind. We need some Ultramarine ink. So we need 32 of those. So let's go onto here, Ultramarine ink. Let's craft up 32 of those, get those going. You're working hard to get into the top 5,000. Wow, Mushy. And considering the number of hours you have available to be able to do that, that is quite the achievement, isn't it? Regarding trends, what are you doing in prep for Shadowlands? For me, I'm trying to round out my professions and making sure that I've got enough stock of all the things that are probably not going to be farmed that much once Shadowlands hits, like a lot of the BFA materials and things like that. I'll try and get a decent stock of them. I would also like to... I was thinking about the herbs as a possible one there, but I don't think they would be... Because we have got an ink trader in Shadowlands now, so maybe herbs wouldn't be something I stock up on. It depends how readily available the Shadowlands herbs are. It doesn't take too much to go round and do the Shadowlands herbs. I did see a world quest today for one of them in Bastion. That was quite interesting. Kuhn's doing the unofficial achievement, collecting all the things on all characters. Kuhn is doing. I think there's certain special settings that Kuhn does, isn't it? Max skilling all professions. Yeah, I think that's, as Jack said, that's my aim as well. Making sure I've got everything up and ready. Definitely. Oh, getting the Brutosaur as well. First time gold making. 2 million out of 5 million. That's a good chunk, Mikazu. Not something to be sniffed at. So you're on the way, certainly. Right, with those lot posted, I'm going to jump through my other characters. Let's have a look. Earthern. Let's go through here. They hit 89% last week. Wow. And you hit 74 today. Wow. What do I have as my crafting operation, not auctioning? So for my crafting operation, I set the... I have a number of different crafting operations depending on how many I want to make of anything. And then what I do is I go in... I can't see that whilst that's there. Hold on, let me go there. Then I go into my operations, crafting operations. So I have like different ones for different amounts, 1, 10, 2, 3, and they all tend to have something like the minimum profit is, for me it's either 20% crafting, or if my profit margins are tight I'll do 10% crafting. Sometimes I add in a fixed gold amount there for something specific, but most of them here, they look like they're just... yeah, that one's no profit. That one's at sort of 20% crafting. So this is the minimum profit amount. So you don't have to do like 120% because TSM is already thinking your crafting cost and then on top of your crafting cost. So that's what I have as my crafting operations. And then change the number accordingly based on that. Some good uncanny sales so far this week. That's good. Let's carry on through there for the moment. See if we can get some more of those. Trying for your Brutosaur, also going to level more gold making tunes. Last video was very helpful. Excellent, Nitty. I'm glad it was useful. Yeah, the one I just literally my bot is linked to as well. That's good timing. Sponsored comment. Oop, scrolling the wrong window there. There we go. Let's go through the rest of those, and then once we've got all of this lot on and posted, I'll have a look. I don't know when the next... does anyone know when the next Legion invasion is on? Thinking ahead. I don't know if there's one on now at the moment. No, not currently. Have we got any Bloods of Sargeras? Oh, we do have 6 Bloods there. Might have to jump back and do that on Samadan. Whilst I remember. Let's go through and do my other characters first. El Morte, my blacksmith. From your point of view, trying now is really good because it's less there's less mistake to be made, less risk. You're only at like 200k overall, so you're not going to go for the long boy, but that being said, you'd like to do more gold making in Shadowlands. I think it's a good position, definitely. I mean, yes, get started now, you have more capital behind you. It would definitely be useful. Right, you can also use your numbers you normally craft, like max 10, or craft like this, max 10, 30%, between either 10 or 30% TV region sold per day, or max 10 sale rate. So yes, you can use those now as different ones. I still, yeah, if you start to sell more, your crafts will go up. That's quite a good idea. I like that, Jack. I've kept mine simple deliberately at the moment, but and I manually try and sort of like keep a track on my stock levels that way. But I can see how that would be really useful, definitely. Yeah, I think EU is on a different schedule. But thank you, Valerosa. Right, what have you sold? Inflatable mount shoes, some uncanny shield, pole arm, and deck pounder so far. Let's get the rest of this lot on. I don't know if I need to restock on any of this. I'll have a look in a moment. Right, 63 items going on. Lots of uncanny gear. Don't tend to sell a lot of the uncanny plate armor. It's mainly the weapons that are selling for me. There's a good argument for me to change my uncanny armor to be the cheapest and ignore item variations at this point. Size, well, headsets will be up in 1 hour 30. Okay, thank you, Jeannie. So that will be just as I finish up streaming. So we could maybe, if we remember, to jump back on there in the last 10 minutes or so. But thank you. Does anyone know if they're removing old legendary effects in Shadowlands? Grip, Druid, Speed Set. I don't know. I've got a feeling they're keeping them in. Because people have been testing legendaries. Oh, they are taking them out. Oh, okay. I was hoping that they were keeping them in, but if other people know differently, then I would bow to their greater knowledge. Right, let me have a look here. So no point in making one now. Probably not, no. Okay, so we've got inflatable mount shoes, we've got the deck pounder, the shield and the polearm. Gathering wise, we just need some expulsum. I have 8, I need 9. There's nothing... Oh, there is a 5 going on with red tail loach at the moment. Well, that's useful. Do I have any red tail loach on me? Let's have a look now. Sistu, thank you very much for the follow. Hope you're doing well. Red tail. Red tail loach is 36 gold. I've got 204 in the guild vault, so I'll go and get those instead. Let's jump down here. And I'll run around here. And get myself some red tail loach. Right, let's just take 20. Pop those in there. And then we'll jump round, get ourselves some expulsum. Put them on the auction house. Well, game is updating while playing. That has to be an emergency pack. Could be a fix that. Yeah, I have heard about mouse issues. I haven't had any myself at this point. I haven't had any issues myself. Red tail loach. Give me some expulsum.
Exotic goods.
Okay, so that gives me 5 expulsum. I still need some more. Don't think there's anything else that's going to give me expulsum at this point from the looks of things. Azeroth, Zandalar, no. So we might have to do a little bit of a Tide Spray Bracer shuffle for this lot. It was last 2 days. Didn't realise it was widespread. Oh, okay. It's like doing strange stuff. Yeah, I hadn't noticed it myself. Some could be fixed with a command in game. Right. Okay. Yeah, it's not something I'm aware of, or have experienced myself rather. Your cursor is going weird, super fast, or hicking. Oh, right. That's probably just my. For me, I probably just don't notice because I throw my hand around anyway. Maybe that's it. Bracers, blacksmithing. Need 4 expulsum. Let's go make some bracers. So let's log out. Go to Samadan. Thank you, Darkwing. Samadan can go and get some bracers. You have mouse issues if you have anything creative open on your PC. Oh, you thought your mouse was dying? Yes, hopefully. I mean, it was apparently an issue on Shadowlands, but apparently it's worked its way over onto retail as well. Right, Samadan the tailor needs to make some bracers. I can make a good 100 or so at the moment. Expulsum wise, let's only need let's make a batch of 100 because that's not too much to make. We'll start with those. We'll let those go through and then I'll change whilst this is I'll leave destroying off for the moment. Whilst that's making, I'll just check the group. Tailoring, send greens. The operation is send to Earthen. We want to change that to send to El Morte. There we go. So when I've made them, I can send the right ones over. Your mouse is buying too much. You almost bought a new mouse because of it. I saw on Twitch chat that it was a WoW issue and not your mouse. Oh, phew. There we go, there's the news. Thank you, Darkwing. Today's maintenance pushed 8 patch live, so the patch introduced issues with camera control to some players. Temporary fix available. Today's WoW mainline patch. / console raw mouse enable 0. Oh, right, okay. Very strange. Very strange indeed. Okay, have we made everything? Yes, we have. That was quick. So let's go through and post those groups and send those over. And then I've got some excess. Do I have any excess? No, I actually had enough bag space for them all. That's handy. So what I'll do is I'll disenchant that lot. Those blues I'll keep for myself, for my Umbra Shards and Veiled Crystals. If you don't notice anything in-game, don't use it. Yeah, I think that would be a safe assumption if you're not using it at all. Cookie's having a good old stretch out there. You've been having issues with yours getting stuck. Oh, right, okay. Well, maybe this is the issue. It's a new issue at the moment. How do I obtain gloom dust? I usually disenchant green bracers. Hi, am I multi-boxing? I am not multi-boxing, no. I am I got 2 accounts. I got one on NA and one on EU, so they don't play together, and I don't play them simultaneously yet. That will come in the future once I've got them both set up. Right, that's all set up, so I need to jump back on over to... There, thank you, Harry Gamer. Back over to El Morte, my blacksmith. How's the gold making going on, NA? I haven't started yet, Hickons. I've spent so much time making videos about the setup, I haven't actually started. So, but I'm really looking forward to it. I want to see what another server's like, especially NA exactly. Traditioner, thanks for stopping by. Lovely to have you here. So just super cool then. Oh, thank you, Bocagito. Bocagito, is that correct? Let me just collect all this up. Tie spray, braces, everything without the money. We'll take all of those. Game patched 30 minutes ago with a new update, so it should fix it. Try restarting your Battle.net for the update. Fantastic, hopefully. Jacob, okay. That would be much easier to pronounce, thank you. Jacob, Jacob backwards, I see it now. Was it unplayable last night? Really? Well, hopefully that patch will have fixed things for people. Fingers crossed. Just going to scrap a load. Oh, look how relaxed Cookie looks. Completely fast asleep. She completely blocked my... It got pushed whilst you were playing. Yeah, you mentioned that earlier, certainly. So I'll hopefully it should all work. I hope NA servers treat me well. Also a Brick Goldmaker on NA servers. Oh right, excellent, Helmar. How are you finding it? Your laptop is not that good. You hope you can play Shadowlands. Well, I'm not having too much problems with my current Mr. Potato 2.0 setup. Hopefully you'll be fine, Chavdar. The minimum specs still seem quite reasonable. The recommended specs are obviously higher, but I think that's because they want people to turn on ray tracing and things like that. Gotta love huge lag spikes to a point where you had to restart the game. Ouch, that is painful, Mushy, certainly. You go to bed so you're well rested for tomorrow's stream. I have to get up early to drive boyfriend to a job interview. Oh, good luck on the job interview for your boyfriend, Drizzling Rose. I saw your message actually in Discord. I'll reply to you tomorrow, hopefully. But good night, and I hope you have a great rest of your evening. Yeah, your mouse got stuck on vendors, and so it's fixed now. It is fixed now after they patched it. Oh, that's good news, definitely. Pretty good. You're on large servers, Storm Rage and Area 52, so that suits your style well. I really don't like farming materials. That's fair enough. You too, Drizzling Rose? Is this the new Shadowlands scrapper? Your AMD card can't ray trace. I don't have a card that's anywhere near ray tracing, so you're in good company, Darkwing. So with that, I should have enough Expulsum from the look of things. Inflatable mount shoes, we just need Monol Hardened hoof plates. Who has those? Source from their alts. Crafting cost is 129. Who has them? Samadan's got 4 in your bags. That would be why. Okay, but it seems cheaper to buy them off the auction house at that price at 42. So I'll just grab them there to save me swapping characters. So let's have a look. Browse. Mono Hardened hoof plates. There we go. 42. There's 35 of them at 42 gold. So that is very, very cheap. You know what I'll do is I'm going to just buy them all at 42 gold. I'll be tempted to even buy them at 43 gold, so I've got a stock of them. There we are. And then the rest are for El Morte to sell at 141. That would be useful. If you can get them for that price, you might as well pick them up. And then we can go and make some more. There we go. Yeah, it's only the newer RTX ones that can do the ray tracing. Right, let's have a look. Let's do inflatable mount shoes, deck pounder, shield, and polearm. There we go. Just double check TSM has everything in the group for that. No, we don't have a polearm with a fire flash. Let's add that to our list of uncanny selling. There we go. That can go in, and then we'll go and jump onto our Brutosaur and sell those. It's always having a mouse problem.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at
Your
least
Nvidia
2
card can handle the streaming coding, which is handy. Yeah, it's good having that, certainly. Run our post count on that one. You only have 800k to go, thanks to being Kraken Latte. Oh, fantastic, Chucky Lot. That's so close. I'm glad myself and Kraken have been able to help you getting your Brutosaur.
If you find anything
Right,
exotic,
so those are on, and we move on to our next character, which is Bridget. No, it's not, it's Nadamas. I forget Nadamas, doing the alchemy cooldown. Jump in, alchemy cooldown, and vendor flips. So jump in here, have a look. I didn't realise you can actually see Cookie in my actual main camera just below me, there just above the microphone. She's stretched out over 2 cameras. You started 4 weeks ago with 2.7 million on Draenor. The blacksmithing and alchemy is doing really well. Ah, fantastic. You're doing your assaults as you listen to Samadan. Excellent. What would you say are the best professions to get started? How do you define best? In terms of easiest to level up and start selling would be something like blacksmithing. I would say at this point, given my experience with blacksmithing at the moment, your server may vary. Blacksmithing and leatherworking in particular are quite easy to get started. Next up would be tailoring. Start selling some bags with those. Then alchemy needs you to go all the way up to Silas level, so that's not necessarily a good one, but although it does make some decent gold on some servers. But you have to get to Silas level really with the tools of the trade. What do I actually sell in blacksmithing? It's the one profession you haven't used. So for blacksmithing, it's mainly the weapons. The shields, the deck pounders, the cutlasses, the uncanny gear seems to be selling really well at the moment, and for a decent profit on my server. And you don't necessarily have to have all the rank 3s if you haven't got the marks of honour for them as well. You literally broke your first million liquid yesterday. Oh, fantastic, Queldru, that's really good. Congratulations. That's such a psychological barrier, that one. Let me put loads of thumbs up and a few Samadan golden eyes. Congratulations. That mental barrier of getting over that first million makes a huge difference, and then you'll find the rest comes through quickly after that. We got a cat head instead of a back or a tail. Yeah, Cookie is actually facing the camera. Oh, it looks like she heard you. She's yawning now. Now she's stretched out. Hold on, can we do a Cookie full screen? There we go. That is one sleepy cat. She's just so chill at the moment. Now she's gone back asleep. There we go. How am I doing on Lightbringer and Deathrun? I have yet to get properly started. I'm itching to go. I've got lots I want to do, but I haven't, with all the other videos I've been doing and stuff here and retail and the stuff with Shadowlands Beta, I haven't been able to fully sink my teeth in yet. But I'm working full time as well at the moment, so it's a juggling act between them all at the moment. How much gold does it cost to level a profession up? It depends entirely on the profession and the materials on your server. You see me there undercutting your auctions. Sorry, Real Chinny. I do apologise. I'm not asleep, I'm just tired. Oh, there we go. Fast asleep there. Oh, now she's awake. That's the I'm going to get up and get some food. She looks like she wants some food. That's the am I bothered enough to get up and go and get some food? What do you think, Cookie? Yep, there she goes. Off she goes, stretching, and she's gone. Oh, are you going to come up to say hello? Oh, you're privileged. Hold on. Come on then. There we go. She's come up to say hello instead. There we go. We don't need Oreo cam because I've got a Cookie moustache instead. There we go. Snack time. I'm just hiding. She's a lovely tortie. Is Cookie. You said her name. She responds actually to her name. Oreo doesn't. He basically he responds to belly rubs at the moment. And we're trying out various different brushes on Oreo to try and help him with his fur. Hold on, I'm getting talking of fur. I'm getting Cookie fur everywhere. All right, she likes coming up onto the table, which is always nice. Hold on, I just need to put my hand there so I can just sort out that and move that back. Sorry, Cookie. Oh, I didn't restock actually. I don't think I had any sales anyway. I had some anchoweed sales and some nylon threads. We don't really need to stock up on that. So we'll jump back there. And then I can log out and go on to the next one. She's just staring at my water at the moment. Right, let's just check the lower characters. Feng Shu. Currently sat at 105. Really ought to do something with this character now. It's so close to 110. It would be very interesting to get them a little bit higher. And then Bridget is getting very close to overtaking them. So we'll just deal with putting some stuff on. What have we got? 91 gold, Motes of Harmony. Oh, she's going to go have a look out the window now. Cookie stash, yeah, exactly. So we'll keep those and then we'll post that lot on. For how much is a good investment for a profession? I found I invested a lot early on into alchemy. I can't remember how much it cost me to get started when I started in alchemy. See if I can find the spreadsheet where I had my accounts, because that will have how much it cost me to get started. Go to Google Sheets. Where is it? Road to WoW token. God, there's a lot of stuff here. Now that's the wrong one. Let me have a look here. I'll try on this one. Bracer Shuffle December summary. What I want is 2019 summary 2019 overall. Here we go. This spreadsheet. Let me have a look. This was 2019. Let me just make that a little bit bigger. So that would give you a good insight into when I invested into professions. So you can see here, alchemy, I spent 5,000 gold, 5,000 gold, 85,000 gold, 138,000 gold. So that's all negative there. And then once I started making a profit after that, I got 176,000 gold, 12,000, 174,000 gold, 80,000 gold there. So the profit at the end of 2019 was 210,000, and it's been profit ever since then. And the same with leatherworking. I started that early on in January 2019, minus 15, 34, 70. So it's about 120,000 gold. I did have a loss there in August. I think I bought something that should have gone into enchanting, which didn't. I think that was some coarse leather. But then in total, the profits are better at 694,000 gold for leatherworking. So it all depends on how cheaply you can get the materials, really, and things like that. But that was my way of tracking it anyway. Right, let's go through. At the moment, don't invest much. Wouldn't get rank 3 at this point in the recipes, unless you've got a lot of spare marks of honour and stuff like that. Did I use TSM 3? You quit making gold when TSM 4 came out, but starting to get that itch again. Yes, I was looking at one of my old videos when I started on TSM 3. It's a very different beast now. But TSM 4.10, that's currently in beta, I would highly recommend. It is so much slicker now. How do I track profits like that? Does TSM show me, or do I just manually check all the time? For me, for profits like that, I exported the data into a spreadsheet. I've got videos on doing this, but basically you go into excuse me, you go into your accounting export in your TSM app. You select your account and what realm you're on, and then you export your sales and purchases, and it will come out as one great big comma separated value sheet, and then you can import them into that. Any reasons for the monthly deviations? It all depends on what I was doing that month and how frequently I was putting things on, and whether I expanded into markets and what the markets themselves were doing. So it does vary quite a lot. But some of them were through this sort of like doing the bracer shuffle as well, and trying to get the profits on those. Not necessarily always putting them in the right category didn't help either. Pineluckius, good evening to you. Am I going to do any mythics today? No plans to do mythics at the moment. I've kind of put that on the back burner for now, because there's so much I want to focus on with my goals of getting all professions, and so I'm focusing more on leveling up characters, and also with Shadowlands Beta being available to me now, I want to look at that and look at the professions on those a little bit more as well. Marks of Honour aren't too bad, especially in the beginning of August. We've got Comp Stomp coming up. Not this one, that's Packed House. Comp Stomp begins on the 5th of August for EU, and it'll be 4th of August for NA. And that'll be a really easy way to get your Marks of Honour if you need to. So I'd highly recommend that. What have you got there? Smells like my daughter's been baking. I can smell cookies wafting up from downstairs. It smells absolutely lovely. Right, let's do that. Let's log out and jump into... Next character is Bridget, who is currently level 100, so looking to get them a little bit higher. Basically with them I'm now thinking Legion Invasions to get me up to 110. No ranks in prog means no more marks needed. That is true actually. Not having the ranks does make it a lot easier. Right, mailbox. Although they might use the Marks of Honour for something else, we never know. Sold some Motes of Harmony, it would look like. A whole load of stuff I need to sort out here. I can go through that at a later date.
Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
No, Cookie's on the windowsill, looking out the window, so she's safe. But it smells like actual, real cookies. Yeah, marks are good for transmogging, but you need a lot of them. Didn't Kuhn go for them last Comp Stomp and got lots? Did Kuhn get all of them? I can't remember. I think he got most of them. Right, those are posted on. I won't do any levelling just yet on Bridget. I'll just... is that all the characters? I don't think I need to do anything more on any of the others. Let me have a look. Alright, yeah, we're doing alright on Paladin. Samadan needs to go back. There was something I needed to do on Samadan, and that was the Blood of Sargeras. That's what I needed. You just did it for the ranks, you don't give much about all the sets. Yeah, the ranks was where I've been doing it, yeah. You can get like 100 per day. That is a lot. Right, we need to just go over, because I always need... I always need Blood of Sargeras. So this one at a 6. There's a few others at 3 here, but I'll take the 6, ideally, Side Master. That seems like a relatively easy one to do. So we're going to go and just pick this one up now, whilst I can. Because Samadan does sell quite a lot of Legion stuff that uses Blood of Sargeras. The Cloak Enchants and the Imbued Silkweave Bag, whenever I sell that, definitely need some. So it's worth having some stock. I can get them through Order Hall resources, but I haven't got a huge amount of those either. Here comes Sol, my friend. Right, oh, it's just next to the bacon as well. Thick slab of bacon. I remember those quests. You get lots of 4x8 Blood of Sargeras missions from Legion mission table. Might consider getting that going.
Set them free before they meet
I haven't seen that many with the mission table. I better have a. What's the? Oops, hold on. Let's have a look. What's available at the moment? No, I don't have anything bloods-wise on mine. Now we're talking about food. Now we're all getting hungry. Toss a full bag of fries. Tried a little house browned. Baked, tasted and tossed. You can bake the fricandel. Oh, that sounds good. My leather worker will have one for 10. Yeah, but I need them on here, on Samadan. Slab of bacon, we'll go past that one. There used to be a time when I'd go for those. This isn't. This is Scythe Master. You're below ground, aren't you? That's going to be frustrating because that's a long journey. Oh, okay. No, I don't use them on my leatherworker at the moment. Yeah, we need to go down here. I need to get ready with my levitate because I think sometimes I just drop off here at some point. There we go. Into the tunnels. Now, direction we need to go in. It's been a long time since I've done these. Let's head on in here. Oh, Zimpao, 15 months. That's amazing. Thank you so much, Zimpao. That's really, really kind of you. I really do appreciate that. Continued support and the hoodie support as well. It is really appreciated. A whole load of emotes for you. Thank you indeed. Push M. There we go. So we need to go in... Ooh. Do we need to go in this one and down round this way? I think it might be that way. Looking at that. Hold on. Where's this direction? And that's going to take me in there. I need to go up here. And then this way. There we go. Fantastic. Yeah, I'm very close. That was easy. Who wants a straw?
Jack _ Dipper cheered. X10. Who wants a stroop waffle? Nom 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 nom.
Stroop waffle. Yeah. We could all do with some stroop waffles, definitely. You got 4 left from Lidl. Fantastic. There we go. That gives me our 6 Blood of Sargeras, which is what I needed here. Crazy lag happening in BFA zones. No, I haven't noticed in BFA zones actually. Yeah, Mushy you had some earlier, didn't you? Actually, I don't need to fly from here. I can hearth back. We'll go back to Dalaran. We'll leave Samadan here. So we have. Where are we at now? We've got a couple of options. I can either do some leveling on Bridget to get her closer to 110, or I can go over to Shadowlands Beta and we can have another look at the professions. Don't mind which. What does everyone in chat want to do? 2 for beta. Beta. Make a poll. I think we can see it in the chat quite definitively, if I can say the word. Right, beta it is then. Fantastic. Let's go over and have another look. Have a question. Should I do something with all your expulsum before Shadowlands? Not necessarily. You can keep hold of it. But if you find your character is using it at the moment, just carry on trying to accumulate it. Charlie Delta, Foxtrot Cover. Go for everything. That should work, definitely. Oh, Derpalicious coming in with the host. Thank you so much. How are you, Derpalicious? In honour of Derpalicious, I think we should do the Silas clip again, just for him. Hold on, here we go. Silas! There we go. Just for you. There you go. I'm doing very well, thank you very much. We're just going to go over and have a look at Shadowlands Beta. There's a lot of things you can do with Expulsum. BFA Transform will probably be good in Shadowlands. There we go. Okay, so I'll just park myself next to the mailbox and let's head on over to Shadowlands. Hold on, I'll put my BRB screen just in case I end up having anything up I shouldn't have. Let's exit the game here. Let's go over and have a look. Oh yeah, World of Warcraft says it wants to do an update. So we're going to jump into Shadowlands Beta. Let me just move that over there. And then let me just close that down. See if this works. Right. Get back into the scene. There we go. Right. So a bit of Shadowlands Beta. Obviously a lot of people are doing the whole raid testing and stuff like that at the moment. So we have, you'll notice we have a new range of characters at the moment now. So I've been looking at professions. So we have Samadan, our enchanter and tailor. We have Plantadan, our druid gatherer, who's got mining and herbalism. We have Magic Dan, who is my mage, who is doing inscription and alchemy. We have Skinner Dan, who is doing leatherworking and skinning. We've got Paladin, who is doing blacksmithing and probably engineering. Stabadan is going to be doing jewel crafting and the other engineering. There we go. Oh, Silent Mouse gifting a sub to Derp. That's so kind of you. Thank you so much. That is incredibly kind of you. Thank you indeed. Welcome, Derp. You have a whole load. That's very kind of you. Very kind of you indeed. So in terms of professions, we didn't get a chance to look at much more other than the stuff that was on sort of like the original ones. Let's have a look. Skinning and leatherworking was an interesting one when I looked at that. Let's go over and have a look at jewel crafting. I think I was going to get, yeah, I'm going to go jewel crafting and engineering. Emo Dan, my warlock, I used temporarily just to see if I got the Eye of Kilrog, but I don't apparently have that as a warlock anymore, so I'll be deleting that character. So I'm going to avoid anything spoilery, really. We're just really looking at professions here. We may go into zones and stuff, but the main focus here is to actually just have a look and get ourselves sorted. So let's try this and have a look. So let's go here. Have I actually got the professions? Spellbook and abilities professions. No, we haven't picked anything up yet. So we're going to pick up jewel crafting. Oh, I need to change the names. Interface, names, all NPCs, my name, everything else is on. Okay, return to game. So dual crafting, let's have a look at this as a profession. That's the supplies, we don't need that just yet. We want the trainer. Let's go over here. Train me in dual crafting, yes please. And Shadowlands dual crafting. So we'll have a look at this in a moment. And then we also want engineering as well. So let's go over, have a look at engineering whilst we're here. Train in that. And in Shadowlands engineering. There we go. Holy hand grenade, I love that. That's fantastic. Now because we've got the bonus as a rogue for engineering, we're already starting at 16, so we can actually buy the coiled spring and the holy hand grenade. Holy hand grenade of Ardenworld. I love that. Let's have a look. Engineering. Hold on. I need to just make some interface changes. Action bars. Let's turn all those on. That's all on. Return to game. And then we'll go professions. Let's pop engineering over there. Prospecting can probably go down here. And dual crafting can go over here. There we go. So let's have a look. So engineering, yeah, we've got the holy hand grenade of Ardenweald. Inflicts 5,360 holy damage to all enemies in a 5-yard radius. 1, 2, 5. And so lay strike bolts, lay strike ore, Ardenwood, and porous polishing abrasive. And then all the different parts we've got here. That's just regular engineering. Then in the Unlearned tab, we have a whole lot of interesting things here. Some bombs, optional reagents, hydrodynamic micro, electro jump, permanently attaches to a techno-magical space-time folding device to your belt, allows you to instantaneously teleport a short distance in a random direction. Dimensional shifter, allows you to turn invisible while out of combat. Damage retaliator, suspends several small bladed weapons around you, causing anyone who attacks you to take damage. Which profession has a daily cooldown? I don't see much to do with daily cooldowns at the moment. I don't see a lot of stuff here. Goggles. Here we've got all the optional reagents and things like that. Weapons. Precision life force inverter. That's quite interesting. That's a gun. And robotics. How to summon this. So that's phalanx, I think, isn't it? Allows you to do that one. This companion, that could be interesting. Eternal crystals, luminous flux, a lithium ore, and then some more bolts and things like that. That needs engineering at 100. Engineering goes up to 100. Then we've got the extra 15 from this display here. This isn't normally like this, is it? Because normally when you've got your racial bonuses, normally it has a brackets with a plus amount. I could have sworn it used to look like that. Is this how it always looked? Oh, okay. That's interesting. Because when I go into the profession, I thought you used to get like a brackets with a plus amount, saying what your racial base was. Yeah. But wonder if some of the recipes are Covenant specific. Well, there's nothing that I've seen yet that tells me that they've got any particular restrictions on them. If we look at dual crafting here, necklaces, they all say from the Appraiser. These are all from Oribos. All of these specialised jewellery. Shadowghast ring, doesn't tell you where you get that from. Everyone seems to have an odd hat. Crown of the Righteous, that one's available there. There are no staves. Got rings, weapons. So where dual crafting used to make the staves, here. There's none here. It's actually another profession that has that. I'll need a jeweler's kit because there's nothing here, so I'll have to go over here and group looking for healer for instance testing, guild looking for more for raid testing. That's going to be interesting. People are wanting people to help with the raid testing. I'm not sure I would be a hindrance if I joined in any raids at this point. So let's just have a look. There's another trader. So we've got our ink trader here. Trade supplies over here. You should have my jewel crafting kit. Gem chisel kit. Let's buy that. That's all I need, I think. For jewel crafting. Does that work now? Yes, that counts as my jeweler's kit there. Anyone in chat have a matte string for maroon pigment? There is one kicking about, iBlocks. Hopefully someone will be able to help you out with that one at the moment. There we go. Thank you, Jack. Yeah, it could be. This is the current look. Thank you, Jack. Let's have a look. Let's zoom in. So those are both at 175, yeah. And then over on the other side. So does that character have any racial bonuses? Because it goes up to 175, doesn't it? Well, not necessarily psychopathics. At the moment, the ink trader is only selling you, is for the current ink. So if you look here, you've got it's umbral ink. You can buy everything else with. So this all costs umbral ink. There doesn't seem to be anything that does it the other way around for you. So your ultramarine ink is not necessarily an option here. Oh, it's a human. Ah, there we go. Right one too, how are you? Lovely to have you here. How have you been? We're just currently having a look at professions in Shadowlands Beta. At the moment, we just picked up jewel crafting and engineering. Now, we could potentially start looking at making some of this, because I've got some ore we could prospect. Lithium lacerate, selenium. So if we go over to, if I log out here, me and the family doing very well, thank you very much. How about yourself? We go over to Plantadan, my gatherer, who I was going around a little bit earlier, and I was seeing if I could get some ore and herbs and things like that. Can't complain, doing good? Oh, fantastic. So looking at, now we were here because last time I looked, there was a world quest here, but it doesn't appear, it appears to have gone now. So I'm going to, I guess, make my way back, which is over this way, to the portal, and then I'll pick up any herbs and ore along the way. I think it was over here. Go back to Oribos this way. There's one up there. They're usually up on this this cliff area. You can see that there. I'll just go and grab one whilst we're here. There's a few mobs here. I'll just dodge around them. Can I get through here? Oh, there it is. It's just next to that one. Just sneak in. Mine that. There we go. The kind of like the merging sort of the electronic windy chime sounds. Mushy, is that the one? Let's go this way. Let's grab the herb whilst I'm here. Oh no, it's another ore here. Oh, have I got herbs tracked on actually? Yes, I have. There we go. Yeah, there's no music at the moment. That's the difference here. At least I don't think I've turned music on. System, sound. Oh no, I haven't got music on. There we go. Let's put music on as well. Made you look and check inside your house. Oh, did it really? Is that actually, that's a bit loud, isn't it, actually? Let me just turn this down. This should be down to 20 or 30. Let's try that. Yeah, sorry, that was a bit loud. I forgot because I changed the desktop audio up higher. Right, I think there was a portal back here to Oribos. This is where I came in with my flight, but maybe I was wrong. I appeared just here. So it doesn't look like there's a way back. So I might have to Hearthstone back. Yeah, I'll just Hearthstone back, that'll be easier. Don't want to spend too long messing around. So we have with us some herbs here, we don't need the meat. So hopefully I should be able to send this to my other characters. Hopefully there's a mailbox somewhere. Let's just turn that on. Townsfolk. Mailbox. Profession trainers, turn that on as well. There's a mailbox just outside. When you finally get an email from Blizz, it's just an ad for the previous Shadowlands Developer Event Pod. Feels disappointed. Give me Peter. You just have to keep on checking your launcher rather than the emails. Right, we won't do any of those. So we're going to send this to Samadan. So we want ore. What have I got? Porous stone, ghost iron ore. I don't need. Porous stone, lacerite nugget. I need to turn that into something first. I need a forge for that. Hold on. Yeah, I can make the lacerite ore from there and the selenium ore from the nuggets there. Now, I wonder if there is a forge here. Reagents, repair, stable master. There's nothing there. Professions wise, let's look in the profession area. If they're going to be anywhere, they'll be over in the profession area, I think. You update you well launcher several times a day. You're not doing betas, just don't have time for betas, you'll be jumping in blind. I think that's quite good from a story point of view, certainly. The interesting thing I've got here is how is it all going to work with professions as they are. Inscription, there we go, there's a forge. That looks very much like a forge. Looks very nice actually. I like how that works. What have we got there? Oh, there we go. So that's the +10. That's what I was thinking of. So that's from a Zandalari. Okay. You got both mining pick and herbalist spade in the inventory. The toon is a high mountain tauren. Right. Okay. So the high mountain tauren has the extra on mining, which is why it's 190. And then you get the +10. I see. Okay, brilliant. Thank you, Silent Mouse. That confirms it. How do you get a profession that you deleted back? Do you mean there's like those tomes, isn't there, that you get in Dalaran to restore your professions? I don't know if there's a BFA equivalent as well. But it's not all parts of the profession. It's I can't remember what it's called. It's a book of restored knowledge or something like that. There is Kojak, is there? Okay, thank you. I've never done it myself. You get the tomes for BFA as well. Okay. Just talk to your trainer. Okay, thank you all. I knew there was something like that. So smelting wise, we're going to make some lacerite ore, and we get to skill up our mining as well whilst we do this. And then we'll also get some selenium ore. There we go. And then what I'll do is I'll head over to a mailbox. Let's find one probably in the center somewhere. Let's go have a look. Celine Dion or something like that, Jack. Right, mailbox. There was one over the other side of the room. I'll go that way. Added those to older expansions as well. That would be nice. There's the mailbox over here. So let's jump in here. So we're going to send mail. We'll do the ore, selenium ore. So we're going to Samadan. I'm going to send you all the ore. And the lacerite nuggets will keep hold of for the moment. The lacerite ore will send over. The Phaedrum we don't have enough for yet. And the Lithium we don't have enough yet. So those are all the things we've got so far. So we'll send those over. Hopefully that'll be immediate. So nuggets. There we've got porous stone. And we've got that. We don't need the raw tiger steak. And then we've got Vigil's Touch, Twilight Bark. Don't need the meat. That can go over there. So these are all our herbs. Petal. So Death Blossom. Anything over 10 we can turn into what we need to turn it into. Nightshade Petals. Twilight Bark. I'm not sure I use that actually for anything. I'm going to move that over here for the moment. Oh no, I don't want to send that. There we go. Bags. Twilight Bark can go over there. That's better. Death Blossom Petal. That's what I needed. Death Blossom Petal. Rising Glory and Rising Glory Petal. Nightshade, Vigil's Torch and Vigil's Torch Petal. There we go. That's nice and ordered. There we go. We're all some time late dinner while watching whilst you're watching Beta. Fantastic. Paint me like one of your girls, Jack. When was that? That was ages ago, wasn't it, Jack? Paint me like one of your ladies, Jack. I remember that well. Kept for all prosperity. That's brilliant. Right, so that's sent over, so we need to now go over to our other character. Floor Stream, yes, back in the days before I had a chair. Now look, it's brilliant. We've got unread mail from Plantadan. Look at that. That's lovely. A nice little icon in the corner. Nice little quality of life thing you never knew you needed. It was a long time ago. So I now need to see a mailbox. So let's just turn on mailboxes as well. I'll also turn on banker and auctioneer. And then I will turn on profession trainers as well. There we go. Right, need to head on outside. Let's head on over this way. Hope they put more stuff for communities. That would be interesting, yeah. What kind of things would you like, Jack, next? Oh, might as well mount up for this. Head on over. Mailbox is over here, isn't it? Yes, it is. El Eskimo. Normally don't get to chat these, but since you have a bit of time before lunch is over, I just wanted to thank you for your informative videos. Oh, it's so kind of you. Thank you so much for saying, El Eskimo. Lovely to have you here. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you're doing well. We are currently looking at a little bit of Shadowlands Beta at the moment, which is kind of exciting. Looking at basically professions more than anything else, too spoilery. I don't know why we keep getting sent these things. More like boards to put stuff on for the community, like a page with info. That sounds really good. A bit like the sort of like the Alliance sort of mission boards and things like that. That would be lovely. Okay, so we can do some prospecting now. Jewel crafting. We don't have mass prospect at this stage, so we need to get ourselves. What can we do with this? So we've got our ore here, lacerite ore and selenium ore, and prospecting on this. Let's have a look, and that gives us umbril. Okay, let's just move this up a little bit so we can see the screen. Unlock window, so we can see the skill ups and things like that. So I'll turn that over there. Just move that down a little bit more. There we go. LFD, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. I haven't got auto loot on, so let's move that. What was I? It was selenium that got me the umbrella, wasn't it? So I'll put that over there. Oh, I have teeth coming in as well.
LFD 1351 just subscribed. I took a nap and almost missed stream. Hope your evening is well.
My evening is very well, thank you very much. I hope you had a nice nap. I love a good nap with a little bit of a cup of tea afterwards would do wonders. Thank you so much, LFT, for your support. I really do appreciate it. A whole load of emotes for you. Thank you very much. But glad you could catch me a little bit more for the end. I think icons are just placeholders. I think so at this point. They're not all. They're using a lot of the old ones as well. So there was something else I was going to do with auto loot. That was it. Just check my interface. It's got auto loot turned on. There we go. Return to game on that one. Oh, right one too, using your Prime for 6 months. Thank you so much, right one too. That's so kind of you. You didn't go for a Brian message, but from a Samadan message, I will say thank you very much. It's so kind of you. Jewel crafting, looking better than BFA. There's a lot of stuff at the moment in jewel crafting. No staves, however you want to pronounce it. But we do have all our clusters. And then we have mass prospect, we have necklaces, a whole load of those, and then we have rings, and then we have specialized jewelry which goes into the rune carver, the necklace and the ring there for your legendaries there, and then we have a fun hat as well. Best part of working from home is your midday nap. Midday naps are the best, definitely. Do we know how mining will work? How to mine nuggets? Hope that's only low skill and we'll be able to mine whole ores too. I've been getting a mix of both, Netherwing. So I've been getting nuggets, and then I can turn those 10 nuggets into ore with my mining skill. Obviously my skill isn't quite up yet. It's only about sort of 23 or so it's gone up quite rapidly, to be honest, after only a couple of sessions. So it'll be interesting to see how much ore I get the further on. Occasionally I do get ore. Yeah, jewel crafting should be good here. Let's carry on with the prospecting for now. Let's see what we get prospecting. So okay, jewel crafting has increased. We got Oriblaze that time. Out of that one. Required. Oh, we need 5 for each one. Ah, okay, interesting. So we can only do this 3 times. Didn't realise we needed 5 each time. Anger's Eye. Got one of those. We got 2 Oriblaze, 2 Umbril. And the last one is more Anger's Eye, 2 Anger's Eye there. Dragons After Dark, how are you? Lovely to have you stop by. How have you been? Haven't seen you in ages. So we've got Umbril, Oriblaze and Anger's Eye at the moment. Can we do anything with that at the moment? We need some lacerite settings, Lace right settings, can I buy those? Let's go have a look at them. Doing well, busy, me? I'm doing very well, thank you very much. Very busy, lots and lots of videos planned. Aerodestia, good evening to you. You have indeed caught a live one. We are currently just checking out Shadowlands Professions at the moment. Lots of exciting stuff here going on. Didn't see those notifications for months. No, I haven't seen one of your streams for a long time, Dragons. Okay, so dual crafting supplies. Do we have a setting? We have an lithium setting here. That's what I needed, wasn't it? So let's just buy 10 of those for now and see what we can make out of this. So dual crafting. Oh, it's a lace strike setting, the wrong one. Let's have a look again. Lace strike setting. Oh, I don't see one. Okay, who's going to make me a lace strike setting? I bet it's probably... it's not something I can make, is there? Let me just check that. That would be odd. Deadly dual cluster. Quick dual cluster, that's for all of those. Can't see anything there. I would have thought I would get that from there. The trainer's not going to tell me anything, are you? Browse your goods. You have the same as the other. Oh no, you have a lace strike setting for 1 gold. There we are. Let's buy another 10 of those as well. Okay, so lace strike setting and a lithium setting. Going to stream battle petting and script writing again. Ran into a bit of problem with your throat, so you stopped streaming. Don't know if you'll do it much, but with all the beta stuff figured out, why not? Absolutely. We are aware of the server issues and are actively working to mitigate them. Thanks for being patient. Apparently there's an issue with the servers. There were earlier. It was really, really laggy here. Okay, so now we can make a couple of things. We can make a versatility gem, or a speed increase gem. Speed increase is unique equipped, so you can only have one of them. Speed increase by 12 for every equipped Shadowlands gem. So if you have something with lots of sockets, that could be interesting for a speed set for someone. Speed increase by 12 for every equipped Shadowlands gem. Well, let's make a couple of those. Well, that's unique equipped actually, so let's just make one of those. And ideally we need gear with sockets. Oh, I ended up making 2 in the end anyway. So our dual crafting skill's gone up to 8. Didn't it say unique? It did. It said unique for this. So this is unique equipped. Speed increase for 12 for every equipped Shadowlands gem. So I take that to mean every other gem. You can have lots of other gems on. Any level requirement. I mean, I don't have any gear with sockets as a default. So I wonder how I can get something with sockets maybe. I don't have any add-ons that tell me what my current speed is, unfortunately. So I'm not sure what will tell me that. I mean, the BFA says eye level 200 requirement or something like that. This doesn't say anything at the moment. This basically just says dual doublet. So we've got a couple of those. I don't know if there's anything in interface settings for that. Combat, display, chat style, timestamps. Don't see anything. That's all nameplates, mouse, accessibility, and raid profiles. I don't see anything that will give me an option for that. My stat page looks pretty sparse. It does. I guess that's what it is normally. Speed stat is added if you have any with speed. So we'd need to find ourselves something with a socket. So we or find a way of putting a socket in something. Is there anything we can do socket wise here? Make a macro, see run speed. Let's try that. / run print, get unit speed target. Let's try that. Will that work with me targeted? No. Do I have to actually make it into a macro? New speed. Okay, macro command. Save. Pop that down there. Without the space in front, okay. There we go, thank you. To run a custom script, run a allow custom scripts. Yes. Don't see one. Let's try that. It says 0. There we go. I am 0. You can craft armor and put a socket in it if memory serves with the new crafting things. You might be able to. We need to go over to... There's obviously we need a leather worker and things like that. So, let's have a look. Same icon use. Try it whilst moving. Okay, let's try that. Oh, well, that's interesting. I'm moving at 115. Thank you, Genie. That's very kind of you. So if I go here and mount up, I am now going 200. That's useful. And if I sprint, I go 184. That's a really handy macro. Thank you for that one. I'm going to try and remember that for my other one. So I'm going to make a text document and paste that in whilst I have it in my clipboard. New text document. Speed macro. Let's paste that in, take the space off, save that. There we go. Put it in Discord. Even better idea, Mushy. Let me just find my Discord, which is over here. And Discord. Run down here, hold on. A little bit slow tonight. There we go, there, and I'll pop it into useful stuff. There we go. Speed macro. There we go. Now we know. Mike Tyson versus Van der Hoek 54 on 12th September. They will fight for charity. That's going to be interesting. You have the best cat ever. He just ate a mosquito from the air. Oh, that's fantastic, Mushy. That's really good. Right, so we need a leather worker. Let's have a look at leather working. We're going to keep working our way through the professions a little bit here. Try and progress them up a little bit more each time. And see if we can make things for each of the characters. And this is when the whole interlinking of professions is going to start working really well together. So if we jump over to Skinnerdan, who is my leather worker skinner. I did try some skinning earlier. It was quite interesting. There were a lot of beasts around that I couldn't skin. So that seems like a little bit of a bug. Now last time I was here, I was trying to get to Borealis. Let me just check whilst I'm here. See if I can actually get to Borealis. Yeah, because I don't have an icon here to pour into Borealis. And this is empty over here. But this will take me to Oribos. So we'll go through this way. Oh, that's interesting. Instance not found. I can't actually get to Oribos. That's an issue and a half. Let's try Hearthstoning. So there's a few bugs with the way it all works. Yeah, I can't get back to Oribos. That's going to be slightly difficult. What can we do whilst we're here, though? So we do have skinning. Now, what did I have leather-wise? Oh, I made some armour kits. That was the last thing I made. So desolate leather, I've only got one piece of that left. And pallid bone is the other thing I need here. I do have some shrouded cloth that I can send on over to Samadan. And I do have some glimmerboot feet that I can send to Samadan as well. Those will be useful for disenchanting and making for my tailoring. So I can at least do that. Whilst we're here, let's have a look, see if anyone's put anything on the auction house. So let's jump onto our mount. Now I believe the dance competition's in that auction house, so I'll go over to this one over here. Tigress, good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Use that macro to check your speed set for farming. Went faster than an epic flying man. That is a decent. That is a decent speed indeed. Use the monkey speed add-on. That sounds like that would be useful. Right, let's have a look. What have we got? What are people selling on the auction house at the moment? I want to look at trade goods, really. Anyone selling any leather? No items. Let's just look in all of the trade goods. Search. What have we got? Bear meat, coyote moat, windwool cloth. Someone's got some shrouded cloth on, but for 1,000,000 gold. So unfortunately I'm not going to be able to buy that. I would have liked to have bought some of that. That would have been useful. Let's just look in everything. Hunting rifle. Hammer of the Peerless. What about armour? Who's selling armour? Grimveiled Bone Shatter Greaves. So these are all the... Someone's got some decent stuff up already in terms of levelling the profession, because these are the top end stuff. Shrouded Cloth Cape. So I could make these. This allows me to go to the Rune Carver, which we haven't done yet. That's like top end stuff. Yeah, I mean I can't afford these kind of prices. I only start with 1,000 gold. So it's going to be interesting. There's nothing I can really... Once people start doing character transfers, then obviously there's going to be infinite gold generated. So prices go out the window. But at the moment, none of this is useful to me at this point. I'd put them on for 1 silver for others to test. I think that would be useful, certainly. So this character can't get back to Oribos just yet, so I can't check out leatherworking and skinning. But what I was thinking in terms of like unlearn stuff, there's a specialized armor that goes to the Rune Carver. But for like the regular stuff, something like leggings. What would normally get a... So that's the crafter's mark. That increases the item level. The bonus effect, mood speed again, swim speed and primary stat. Secondary stat, versatility mastery, critical strike. Secondary stat, versatility mastery. So is there anything that allows me to put a socket in somewhere? flasks last longer, reduce falling damage, vest, add a socket, there we go, a lithium setting. So if I make a desolate leather vest and then get a lithium setting, then I can add a socket to this and then put a gem in it. So these alchemist pouches, reinforced girdles and lithium settings will all be made by other profession people. So that's really good. So there's going to be a lot of transferring between professions. So at the moment it looks like it's really easy to get into professions, the way this looks, but then it looks like there's a lot of swapping between. I don't think the dual crafter made it. I think it's maybe something to do with either an engineer or a blacksmith. We'll have a look. Let's log out and let's go over to Paladin, who is going to be my blacksmith. Yeah, I think I can't remember, was it the dual crafter that could make the lithium setting? Let's have a look. Lots of interesting connectivity here. Yeah, that's the thing I mistakenly bought earlier. But because at the moment the traders that are in Oribos sell these things just so you can test them. But when I checked my alchemist earlier, then they were able to do it differently. It looks like this might have died. Let's just kill that one. Try again. So we want to go into Paladin, into Oribos hopefully. Let's try this again. Oh, world server is down. Okay, that could be bad. Who can we else look at? Let's look at Magic Dan, see if you can get in. They're all in different places, so we could have issues here. It's quiet. 20 minutes to go. Wow, that's gone very quickly. Does that mean that the Legion invasion is probably up very soon? Really should turn music back on, definitely. Can you copy characters yet? No, not yet, Willie, no. Once you can, that would be a lot easier. Yeah, could be why I couldn't get back into Shadowlands. It would look like it from the looks of these things. It's definitely having a problem at the moment. That's 20 minutes as well, is it? Okay. So we might have to abort this. I'll try it one last time. I was over on Freehold on Samadan trying to get myself some, because I wanted to get the synchronous thread if I could, to get cloth scavenging up. It doesn't actually say where he was. You were in Oribos, Shadowlands in Oribos, Skindan's in Stormwind. Let's try Samadan just in case. Don't even know where Samadan was left. Looks like Samadan might have gone back to Oribos from the looks of things. This may prematurely halt our foray into Shadowlands if we can't get back in. Thankfully we have retail to jump onto if needs be though. Do we know if the tools of the trade will work in Shadowlands? We don't. I'd like to test it. I'd really like to test it with the synchronous thread. Yeah, I don't think this is working at the moment. So I'll swap on over. I'll go back into retail, I think. That was good whilst we looked at it, certainly. Do I need to update that now? Okay. That's the hotfix from earlier, wasn't it? Let me just let that run through. There we go, and then we can come back into this. And then we'll be able to... is it really that much? Okay, that's going to be interesting. It's fixed your mouse issues, but lag is still everywhere. Ouch, okay. Kuraku, good evening to you. How can you make your TSM take into account Silas procs when looking at the crafting window? So what I do is I think of the crafts. I've adapted the crafting cost to take into account the Silas procs, but then I've also made a custom price source that tells me the price per potion of my Silas procs, so that I can see how much each potion is, because the craft is every 1.7. Each craft on average makes 1.7 potions, so it's kind of like a weird number. I've got the whole, if you haven't seen, have you seen my alchemy series where I go through the whole setting up TSM for your Silas proc? That covers it'll work the same with 4.10 as it does for 4.9, so you should be able to use that, hopefully, if you've seen that. That's on my YouTube. I've got a link to YouTube over there. So they've got a playlist there that goes through all of the getting started in alchemy vids. Yes, those ones. So the last ones talk about how to set it up for Silas proc, and that should hopefully work for you. I can show you once I'm in on Samadan here, or no, Goldmaking rather. No problem. And I'll show you how I've got it set up with my custom price source as well. We'll jump in here. Actually, what I could do is seeing if I can get a Silas proc actually, so that would be useful. Just got to wait for my WoW to update, and then I can jump back in. Please bear with me one moment, caller. That poor internet's getting hammered on both sides. Already watched them like 40 times, so I forget all the time. Oh, we're downloading now as well. Okay, this shouldn't take too long. 44 megs. Killed my my stream upload speed though, unfortunately, whilst I'm downloading. Never have an update go live whilst you're streaming. On EU, there is now a world quest to get a toy. Interesting, Jack. What's that one for? What's the toy? Alfred GG, good evening to you. I'm doing very well, thank you very much. How about yourself? We're just updating our WoW because we were trying Shadowlands Beta for a while, but the world servers went down, so we're jumping back into retail, which has since been patched since I last had it loaded up, so just having to fix that one. Echoes of Rizan. Oh, okay. Okay, this is a big patch. Now I've got 67 megs remaining. Okay. The toy to use text-to-speech in Sam's stream. I'm going to see if I can jump back into Shadowlands Beta at this stage. Let's have a look. Whilst that's running along. I'm hoping that's going to go in the background at the same time. Let's try it. And give it a go. Just restart your game and it's in your toy box. Oh, right. Right, okay, we are in we've got Oribos here, so maybe we can enter again. Let's try it. I know Blizzard will be on top of keeping the world servers up, so let's try this. You might as well, seeing as we don't want to jump into the retail if that's still going to spend the rest of our time just watching an update screen. Let's do it this way instead. Hopefully, fingers crossed, or not, as it looks like it's crashed. Looks like something broke. Give it another shot. Yeah, it definitely broke. Let's just kill that and Ends task. Let's see if that's updated whilst we were having a look at that. Yes, it has. Okay, we'll jump back into retail instead. What's the YouTube video? Let's have a look. Echoes of Razan, Toy BFA. Okay, cool. Is it Horde only? Welcome to beta testing. It does seem like that, definitely. Okay, we're looking at alchemy. Awakening wants to jump in and do check for a Silas proc first. And your alliance, and you're getting it now. Okay, so it is on both factions. That's good to know. So I've got 2 minutes left on my Silas proc, but I'd really like to see if I can get another Silas proc. No, transportation this time. Let's just check. Wild Mending we sold. I'll just check my auctions. Are probably being undercut, so I'll go and run a cancel scan on these, and then I'll show you the Silas. Oh, done cancelling. I have got auctions on. No, that's weird. I have no auctions on.
If you find anything exotic, bring it to me.
I'm sure I posted my auctions on. Hold on. Am I missing some? No, posting 1 of 4. Oh, is this a bug of some kind? Do I have to go to the standard interface? Look at my auctions. There they are. Yeah, I've sold an abyssal healing potion.
If you find anything
Then let's
exotic,
go back here,
bring it
go to TSM. That's weird. I can see them. But they're not showing. Interesting. / reload.
If you find
Looks like
anything exotic, bring it to me.
it's rebuilding the cache. Something just needs to reload. Okay, thank you both. Happens sometimes. There was an auction house update, wasn't there? Actually,
Have anything
there we
ancient
go.
to trade?
Fantastic.
Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Thank you all for your patience. There we go. Let's have a look. Let's run a cancel scan, just as we've been undercut on these. Toy doesn't drop if it's in your toy box after restart. It's in your toy box after restarting your game. In the mailbox. Top mail invisible. Well, that's an interesting bug as well.
If you find anything exotic,
Okay, I've got
bring it
that.
to me.
All cancelled. Take those off. There we go, and then I'll post those
Have
back
anything
on.
ancient to trade?
So
Needs to be
the
at
the
least
custom
2
price source I've got
centuries
here. So if you look there at the top under TSM General Info, I've got custom source Silas potion value. So if you look at my TSM, say for example this one, Potion of Empowered Proximity, my TSM crafting cost is 97 gold. So that's 97 per 1.7 potions. So it's per craft of potions. So I've just taken a custom source and added that in, which basically divides it by 1.7 so that I get the price per potion, which is 57 gold in this case. So obviously that's a good size profit, selling them at 266 gold. You just got TSM Beta yesterday, and it's actually way better than the live one. Just started to remake your groups now, so that you can search items. It's so much better, Kojak. It really is, isn't it? They've done a wonderful job on updating it.
If you find anything exotic,
Right, let's
step
also check
closer,
here.
don't mumble.
Oh, sold a few things, but also we can make sure that TSM recognises the price of vendor materials as well, since there's been an update.
2 centuries old.
Okay, so whilst we're here, there's not an invasion on yet, is there? From the looks of things. So what I'll do is I've done that. I'll log out. I'll jump onto Bridget and get you set up anyway. So Bridget, level 100. There we go. So when you open your alchemy, you don't have everything negative profits. No, because of the crafting cost is calculated per 1.7, it should show positive profits. There are some things, it's very close with my Zenithid prices. Amelia is up. Is that the pet battle you were after? Right, we need... now we need to go to... we actually need to get into Legion here. Hold on, let me move this over this side. Do we need to do the actual Legion starting quest? We do, don't we? Gate of the Setting Sun, the Black Morass, Assault on the Dark Portal. Talk to the Vanguard Battle Mage, speak to Archmaid Khadgar. That's the one, isn't it? Oh no, that's that one. Stormwind City. The Legion Returns. This one. That's the one I want. Kingvarian Ring. We need to go back to Stormwind. Trade District, Garrison. Let's go here and then let's go from there over to there. There we go. That should work. Want to buy Alliance EU to port for Legion Dalaran, pretty please. How low is your baby that needs an Exi? You can skip the scenario. The scenario is good fun though. Oh, I've got nameplates turned on. That's why everything's on here. Interface, names, always show nameplates. There we go. That's easier. I need to go to the portal actually. Let's go here, Sky Golem. Take the Dust of the Mage, have 5 minutes, and I'll take the Dust of the Mage, have 5 minutes, and I kick you to Dalaran. Unless you changed that keybind, you can just use V and Shift V. Yes, I can use that, can't I? To toggle nameplates, yeah, that one is that one. Friendly and friendly turns off, that one. It's just having them all on, I think, was the main issue there. Check your character name. Online sales. That's brilliant. I like it. I'm going to go over to scenario. Yeah. The other one. Okay. That's logging in. Well done. Nasty kicker. No mage. I love that. Fantastic. Are you offering to give me a port? That would be very kind of you. Thank you. Where will you appear? Where can I head to? I'll go to the Mage Tower. That seems like the best idea. Thank you, Jack. I need to skip the scenario first. Oh, right, okay. So that'll be go to Stormwind. The Legion Returns, this one. Hold on. And do say, I've done this before, skip the scenario. I just got to make sure Azeroth Autopilot isn't going to skip it for me. Quest options. Show quest list. Let's just leave those off for the moment. There we go, that's better. And then let's head down here. Recruit to Lee. I've heard this tale before. Skip Legion instruction question. Begin your Durley and Dalaran.
Go with honor, friend.
Alright, so it's that easy. We literally just go to Dalaran. Okay. Oh, there we go. That was easy. I didn't even need a teleport. Fantastic. There we are. All ready for the next invasion. And we'll be in a good position there. Fantastic. You're picking up Jin. Laziobin, good evening, good afternoon, good evening to you. What are we up to today? You have literally just caught me at the end of the stream, sadly. We've done lots of stuff today. We've gone through our gold making routines, and then we had a look at Shadowlands Beta. And then we're just getting ourselves set up for some leveling later on this character, who is a fresh 100 hunter. So we need to get them up to 110 and then 120 hopefully. So there's lots of things to do ahead. I still need to get some professions going, some dual crafting, some engineering, and I need to get myself set up with all my gold making routines, as well as checking out all the Shadowlands beta stuff as well. Thank you, Silent Mouse. But we're in a good state. My next stream, as you just literally missing this one, will be on Sunday, where we'll be going over the weekly Wowhead economy blog, which I write. So that's going to be interesting. I'm going to have a look, see if there's anyone we can throw a host on over to, who is busy at the moment. I tell you what, actually, Mr. GM is on, who has been doing a lot of stuff at the moment on Shadowlands Beta, and is probably checking out the raid. And I think it would be lovely to send him some love, because he normally streams in the afternoon, so I don't get a chance to give him a raid very often. He's been very helpful in helping me out with Shadowlands Beta. He's got lots of interesting stuff, so I think we'll send some love over to Mr. GM. I think that would be a nice way of returning the favour. Let me just open this up. Quick question, how often do I suggest restocking? Once a day, every other day? It all depends on how frequently you... Oh, Hecons is on as well. Oh no! No, Hecons. It's got to be Hecons, actually. I know, sorry Mr. GM, I know you very rarely stream, but I really want to stop in at Hecons, actually. And we'll keep it gold making themed as well. So, yes. Thank you, Jack. There we go. /raid, Hecons. Much keep it all gold related. There we go. So it all depends. There we go. All depends on what happens. Sorry, Mr. GM, we're going over to Hecons instead. Let me just set that one up. Get that sorted. I'll wait for the advert to come through. Okay, thank you all. Absolutely amazing stream. Thank you all for your company tonight. Really enjoyed it. For myself and Cookie, who's just come back in the room. We will see you on Sunday, hopefully, where we go through the Wowhead blog. Until next time, happy gold making, and let's send some love over to Hecons. Amazing gold maker extraordinaire.